These two grown men had never seen the Simpsons. How the fuck's that even happen? We're two grown men on a mission now, so buckle up and just strap in.
Hammer man, hammer, hammer man, hammer. Whenever there's a crime, some crooks are gonna do time. They all better beware, cause the hammer man.
Two grown men had never seen the Simpsons. It's America's barley basket.
Welcome to episode 133 of America's Barley Basket. I am Nathan Folsebuck. Sitting next to me, physically, is Marlon Wells.
Hello, Nathan.
Hello, Marlon.
That wasn't pleasant.
No, it wasn't meant to be. I don't want to misrepresent myself. Unpleasant all the time.
Mission accomplished, baby. You did it.
I always want you to feel like you kind of need to take a shower.
I kind of always feel like I kind of need to take a shower. Most days. Oh, God. How are you? It's Christmas, Nathan.
'Tis the season. The holiday edition.
A little peek behind the curtain. We're recording this Christmas day. Look at us.
Day of our Lord's birth.
Y'all full of goose.
All full of hosannas.
Y'all ghost up.
Yeah. I ate a troublesome Chinese meal today. That was my last meal. 'Tis the season. For lackluster General Tso's.
Found a Chinese food joint that's still open on Christmas.
They're the only ones that are.
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I know that's a thing. I didn't know it was still a thing.
Someone told me that was driving down 45th Street that it was fucking slamming today.
Oh, yeah?
So it's a big day, you know, like.
Good for them.
Yeah, goddamn right. Everyone else is at home. Every day they're hustling, you know.
Yeah.
Out there on these streets while the rest of us are laying around. Get money, get paid.
Yeah, they're out here getting paid. We're not. We ain't getting paid anything today. That's not true at all. Nathan, it's a Christmas miracle. Yesterday in the mail, I got my Equifax security breach class action lawsuit settlement check from fucking, what is that, 6 years ago that all went down.
What are you going to do with it all?
Oh, man, I hope I don't spend it all in one place.
Do you feel comfortable addressing how much it was?
I can let
feel
that.
safe?
I think so. It was $5.21.
Ooh, there we go. That's
I'm going to invest it, I think.
That's what all of your lifetime of information is worth.
Yep, that's what all of my personal data is worth.
A judge decided.
Yep, a judge decided that I and everyone else involved are worth $5.21 a piece.
All the information about you is worth $5 and change.
Yep, literally everything about me is out there
get
now.
Two things off the Wendy's value menu.
Nope, can't do it.
For your good name.
I can get a Laffy Taffy at the gas station.
I didn't get a bag of Laffy Taffy.
Oh, I was thinking more like the bar-shaped Laffy Taffy, or maybe the long rope. I like the rope myself.
Okay, yep. You can get can you even get the carton of Milk Duds? You might have to get 2 little boxes. I don't
think I can get a carton. No,
that's
I can't get a movie theater size one. Yeah, no.
You can't get one thing at the movies. Any food-based thing.
No, can't get anything at the movies.
Really makes you think.
But at least everything about me is out there because Equifax has fucking Swiss cheese security.
Yeah, they pay you $5. I wonder what they pay someone else to get that information.
Well, I'm sure whatever fucking multi-trillionaire parent company that owns Equifax learned their fucking lesson here, I'm sure.
But you know what?
$5.21.
I'm still waiting on mine. Maybe I'll get to look forward to that when I get home.
You haven't been home in a few days.
I answered that email half a decade ago. So
yeah, of course you did.
My windfall's coming.
Yeah, it's probably waiting for you in your mailbox. You ain't been home for a few days.
Ooh, dang, that's going to be fun to look forward to.
I swear to God, if you got more than I did, like you're not supposed to look in your neighbor's bowl, but...
Wait a second. What's wrong with me? Didn't I do good? Were my details salacious enough?
Yeah, why is it worth more that his credit score is floating around the dark web?
I got that urinating in public, so I might be a spicy ticket. Maybe They figure.
Do you really have a urination in public
I
ticket?
sure do. Yeah.
Attaboy.
So drunk, I was on the phone with a buddy, and the cop was talking to me while I was pissing in broad daylight on like a sidewalk on the phone. And my friend is telling me to hang up because I'm like, no, there's this dude trying to talk to me. Like, I was so drunk I couldn't place his outfit as a policeman's uniform. Like, it was like, he's dressed up today. Look at you tucking your shirt in.
Oh boy,
This bathroom's full, buddy. You're gonna have to go to the next one. That cop really struggled to be professional during that. He was laughing real hard.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he wanted to beat my ass.
No,
bad.
he was really having a lot of fun with that, but tried to keep it professional.
He's a cop who's been there before, but now he has to pretend that he's abhorred by it.
Because I eventually, in the back of the cop car, I realized what the predicament was. Like, oh man, I fucked up.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry, dude.
I was just trying to piss.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to pee. You sure do, but not outside. By a church. If that cop wanted to be a prick, I could be introducing myself to my neighbors right now because I was thinking about that. There's a church on the other side of that road from that decrepit bar I was in all day.
Yeah, you could have gotten Megan's Lawed for sure.
It was zombie pub crawl, so I was full zombie gear, so I was covered in slop.
Oh, perfect.
Which you probably had fun with until you saw the mess I left in the car seat from all the fucking blood syrup that was covered
Face
in.
paint, yeah. Also, if it's a zombie pub crawl, you're one of 10,000 people pissing in public that day. What makes him bust you?
Yeah. Probably the blatancy of it. Just on the phone, one hand holding the phone to my face, the other hand on the hip, just pants around mid-thigh. I'm guessing is how that went.
Leaning back, letting her ride.
Yeah. Just calmly talking on the phone. I remember it was bright out. That's what I remember. Like, because maybe the cop walked at me in the sunlight, so I was like squinting at him. So my buddy could hear him before I could figure out who it was. Hang up the phone. It's a cop. Call me back. I'm like, no, it's cool.
Oh, God. That's probably why you got to check it.
Yeah,
like, maybe if you'd have zipped up and scurried away, he might have chased you.
Yeah, I'm just looking at him like he's in the wrong. Hey, bro, I'm pissing here.
Thought this was America.
Yeah. Get out of my piss stream, bro. You fucking deviant.
What are you doing watching people piss, you weirdo? Really come at him real strong.
That always ends poorly. Jesus, if I would have pushed him or something, God, that would have ended bad. Leave me alone.
Quit trying to look at it.
Me getting tased, full zombied up. I think I had a big chef's hat on too. I think it was a zombie pastry chef, as I was taught. It had a blood-covered apron and a giant hat and a curly Q Mario mustache.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Me and my boys always participated in like the Oktoberfest pub crawl and the St. Patty's Day pub crawl. Never the zombie one. That's too silly.
Yeah.
You know.
It's sloppy in many more ways than one.
Yeah, I mean, so were the St. Patty's Day and Oktoberfest pub crawls back in our hard pub crawling days.
Your hard pubbing.
Our hard pubbing. Yep. Have a buddy in the buddy of mine was in the bratwurst eating contest after having been just fucking power drinking for about 6 hours. And to his credit, I think he took second place, like did really well. And then not 5 minutes later was projectile vomiting, like mostly whole bratwursts.
God, bratwurst
behind a fucking dumpster somewhere.
Bratwurst, that's not a food you want to remember puking. No. Jesus. That's not good. Look what the burps taste like, you know? Something about like venison sausage or bratwurst burps worse than any other burp.
Yeah. Chinese food, pretty tough burps.
Really? I've never noticed that before.
I've definitely, like, coming home from a P.F. Chang's been like, I'm going to have to set this car on fire when I get home.
This is not good. Not good at all.
I'd sell it, but ain't nobody going to buy it. Love me a P.F. Chang's.
I don't know if I've ever been to a P.F. Chang's before.
What?
That's like the chain. Is it like, there's two different ones. That's not the mall chain, right? Like shopping mall, like food court chain. Or P.F. Chang's a nicer sit-down Chinese place.
I would call P.F. Chang's a nicer place. Yeah.
Yep. I know of them. I've never been to one.
I'm pretty sure one of the ones down in Minneapolis is in a mall.
Yep.
It's either the French Avenue one. There's two. There's French Avenue and Maple Grove. Each have a P.F. Chang's.
Never been.
It's good.
It's,
you know, I don't know how authentic it is. I think it's white people Chinese food, but it's very good white people Chinese food.
Yeah. Chinese food, I'm usually looking for a hole-in-the-wall type place.
Yeah, that's fair. Totally fair.
Like the one I went to today where there was clearly someone sleeping in the bathroom. There was a cot and a makeshift end table.
Man, if you go into a bathroom and there's a cot there, someone's being trafficked.
Yeah. I like the idea of having to take a shit real bad. There's like a 55-year-old man gently sleeping. It's like, do you got it in you? You got it in you to shit.
To stealth shit.
He's just sleeping so soundly. You're envious of it. Like, you haven't slept that good since you were 8 years old. Just sleeping the sleep of angels as you take a life-altering shit.
Trying to stealthily take a dump next to a sleeping old man.
The kind of shit you take the shit, you get up, wash your hands, and realize you're not done, and sit back down.
Uh-oh.
Reset.
Oh, we didn't get the troublemaker.
It's still holding on.
Just real tense, trying not to breathe too loud.
It's like Ric Flair in a fucking battle royal. It's all tied up in the bottom rope by the turnbuckles. Take a lot of boots to the ribs to get that let go.
Oh my God. Sitting there trying to shit like Solid Snake, trying not to set an alarm off.
Finally get it out, you get a huge pop.
I got the exclamation point above the head. Really focusing on the old man's vision cone so you don't set an alarm off.
He hasn't moved a muscle. So envious of the way that man works a hard day so he can get a good night's sleep.
Yeah. Jesus, I never been to this Chinese restaurant.
I'll mention it off air.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to go. Maybe what can I buy for $5.21?
A wonton.
That's what every shred of my personal data is worth, apparently. I had forgotten all about that fucking thing until that check showed up.
Just recently dug through my junk mail and I found a message about it.
It's like, oh, I'll be damned.
There we go.
Look at this.
Justice is served.
Yeah, I feel like
vindicated.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for.
Hey, Marlon.
Hey, Nathan.
You know who's never gotten $5.22 in an Equifax settlement?
Who's that?
The Simpsons.
Can we say that for certainty?
I mean, we're not caught up on the show yet, but I have a hunch.
They are fictional.
Yeah, they haven't gotten that episode yet.
We're in season 30, still season 30. Way at the tail end. Not going to wrap it up today, but damn close. Episode 18 of season 30 is Bart versus Itchy and Scratchy. Maybe a throwback to Marge versus Itchy and Scratchy, or Itchy and Scratchy and Marge from back when.
Where she starts like a movement against that show because it's violence.
It's so violent, yeah.
Moms against Itchy and Scratchy, something like that.
Yeah, something along those lines. We're at KrustyCon. There's some good jokes at KrustyCon.
Shauna and what's the bully Shauna dates? Jimbo dressed like fucking Sideshow Mel and Poochie.
Yeah.
Such a good like stylistic choices.
I was hoping for more Poochie references. Like I wanted Poochie to have his own booth, like maybe an autograph booth with the voice actor of Poochie.
Yeah,
and it would
good
be Homer.
point. Yeah,
like,
no shit.
That could be fun. But we're at a panel with who is it? Krusty and
maybe Sideshow Mel.
I think Sideshow Mel.
One of the writers that they make fun of.
A non-writing producer.
Yeah, there you go.
And then somebody else. Krusty's up there just fucking going through the motions, bored to tears with all the questions. And man, I bet if you're one of these people that makes the fucking con circuit, boy, I bet you get tired of the same questions.
Oh, yeah. I bet the ones that are good at it are the ones that can feign interest.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Got to be able to turn it on.
Yeah, I saw one where it was the Walking Dead, a smattering of their cast, the biggest of which is the actor who's went on to play a lot of big roles. He was Punisher on that Netflix series like Joe Barenthal or something like
John
that.
Barenthal, yeah.
You know, I can't remember. He had a fairly significant role in the early years.
Yeah, he's Shane in the first 2 seasons of that show.
Any question they asked him, he kind of like reverted into being something kind of vaguely sexual and get this huge pop. Ooh.
He's a handsome man.
Yeah, and he knew how to lean into it, and whole crowd was swooning. There were some people there that if you've ever felt bad about your own personal, like fucking, I am fucking Cary Grant compared to 80% of the people in that audience. They're just some fucking Morlocks that they pried out of the abandoned sewer system of some city and threw them in front of a fucking panel. Like, they couldn't talk. Like, just watching them try to spew out words. It's like they're on a level of lying in a basement and being on the internet that even I struggle to comprehend.
Yep.
Like,
there's levels below our nerddom for sure.
there were legit guys with handfuls of falling apart notebooks, like they're going to read their manifesto about the war. What did you think they're going to give you 45 minutes, you fucking loser? Like, what did you, oh my, I bet they just got in their car and like freaked out that they didn't follow through. Like, I love you so much. Yeah, thanks, dork. Next. I blew it.
I hope they have good security at cons. Between the nerds that want to attack the creators and just the amount of scantily clad cosplaying gals, I sure hope security is good at cons.
I think they do a pretty good job of policing themselves, but I'm guessing at the huge ones they gotta have some security.
Sure, yeah. I'm sure San Diego Comic-Con is filled with rent-a-cops.
Like, I think the true blue nerds might get pissy at some of the pretty girls for cosplaying. Like, I was like, you don't really care about Green Lantern.
There's plenty of that, yeah.
They're going to be way more against the creepy dude than they would be against the poser girl. If that makes sense.
Christ, here's hoping.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they still have more in common with the poser girl than they do with a guy with an overpowering sexual appetite. They're probably jealous, which is depressing.
Yeah, cons are a whole thing.
Yeah, it is. That is a subculture.
Yeah, I've told you before about that con where I met George R.R. Martin and some of the fucking. This made me think of this. The questions he was being bombarded with about his fucking books. Because that was before the show, so that's a whole different level of nerd. That's a literary nerd.
I bet he's top 25% fitness level in that room, which is alarming.
Oh, easily, yeah, for sure.
You're going to play the point guard on our basketball team.
But there's easily 24 others of that same hat.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
That's a look. He's got a look.
Love a peculiar hat selection.
Yep, like that's their comfort zone.
Yep.
Is stepping out of the baseball cap comfort zone.
Silly hat is a peculiar hats.
Yeah, walk in and it's 35% train conductor hats.
Yeah,
Where the fuck did you even get these?
You're at the wrong convention because that convention I'm sure exists.
Oh, I'm sure.
No women there. There ain't no cosplay at the Burlington Northern Convention. Model trains. That's a sausage party.
I get it. I get the appeal of a model train. I really do.
They building your little world, like, and making the city shit or the town shit.
Yeah, and all the little mechanics of the train itself. Yeah. Like, I get it. I understand it.
I remember being a little kid. My grandpa at an auction sale, I'm sure, bought a fucking banana box full of just assorted trains and train tracks, and it was all beat up piss, but I was like 5-year-old me trying to put it together with those motor skills, no dice. And I just got outraged because I was like, this should work. I just couldn't figure it out, so I was turned off for model trains.
Yeah, I built model cars when I was a kid. I love that shit. It's all just grown up Legos. You know,
you can shoot a fucking He-Man guy out of a potato gun, and as long as that rubber band in the middle don't break, it's good to go.
Yeah. Maybe scuff some paint.
You look at a model airplane wrong, it's done. Everything
it just falls apart. Yeah. Model airplane I could never get into, but I built little model muscle cars, not like nice ones, but ones you get at Walmart. Like, a 66 Camaro, sure, I'll buy that.
I had a couple as a kid. Models never did it for me.
I always liked it.
The closest I got was the of G.I. Joe vehicles.
Sure.
Remember, they came in pieces. You had to put them together. But
okay.
I mean, they really fucking took the dipshit out of it. You know, it's pretty color images showing you what to snap on to wear. You know.
Yeah.
I'd still dick up the stickers, the decals.
Decals are tough. Yeah.
I ain't got an eye for level. A lot of droopy cobras. Also, the name of my model train crew.
The Droopy Cobras. Droopy Cobra sounds like an STD.
Yeah, that you got in the Far East Asian or in Vietnam.
Yeah, that's a slang term for gonorrhea.
Yeah, came back to his wife and newborn daughter, and he had the Droopy Cobra. She never forgave him.
Ain't enough penicillin in the world to fix my Droopy Cobra. So Krusty not into this panel. He finally just shuts down the questions. Just like, anybody have a question that hasn't been asked a million times, and they all just sit down.
Yeah, that's good. They know it.
And he makes a big announcement that there's going to be an all-girl version of Itchy and Scratchy. And it's just Itchy and Scratchy, but with like wigs and bows in their hair.
Miss Pac-Man. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's Miss Pac-Man.
Lipstick and a bow.
This has to be about the Ghostbusters movie, right? Lady Ghostbusters.
Good call.
Like, this had to have been around that time. I didn't see that.
I did.
Did? And?
I remember thinking, for as funny as that cast is, those actresses, like Melissa McCarthy's very good. Oh my, what's her blonde-haired gal from SNL is very fucking good.
Is it Kate McKinnon or the other one? Okay.
No, Kate McKinnon. Is Kristen Wiig maybe in it too? I can't even think.
That's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. But for how funny those four people are, I didn't find the movie that funny. It was fine.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I thought it'd be, maybe it's less of a story, but better laughs than the original Ghostbusters.
Okay.
But it was just fine both ways.
What's her name? I like that black gal, short-haired black lady that's in it.
Leslie Jones?
There you go. Yeah, I like her.
It was perfectly watchable, but never need to see it again kind of movie.
That's what I heard was like, it's fine.
I still need to see that comeback movie, that new Ghostbusters from
that's
2 years ago.
That's apparently good from what I've heard. I didn't see it.
I need to see that.
Afterlife? They got to stop naming things like Resident Evil movies.
Yeah, right? No shit. Yeah.
Like, I have once accidentally rented a Resident Evil movie that I had seen already.
Easily done. I think I have too.
Yeah, like they all have the same aesthetic, and it's like
the plots are so nonsensical.
Yeah.
You read the back of that DVD and figure out, make heads or tails.
Yeah,
of it,
figure out if you've seen it or not.
Yeah.
Go back to Numbers, you assholes.
No shit. Yeah.
The Underworld movies are the same way.
Never seen an Underworld movie.
You don't need to. I don't think they're good, but I've seen a
premise,
couple.
But I've never had someone say, "Bro, you gotta see Underworld."
I bet those people exist, but I don't know any of them.
Those people have been removed physically from fucking Kate Beckinsale's property.
I genuinely, unironically, really like the Resident Evil movies.
The ones I've seen.
They know what they're doing.
Yep.
They know what they're making.
Dumb action, bright colors, tons of CGI, weird looking monster thingies. Like
so much fun. Those movies are so much fun.
Yeah. Mila Jovovich, or her name is, she's fucking perfect actress for that, pulls off that role. Yeah.
Like, hey, put on this latex cat suit and do some karate.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
Here's some pretend swords, chop some pretend vampires or zombies in half.
Totally.
Sure thing.
For me, I think the highlight is Extinction, which is the third one, which is like out in the desert.
Yep. That one is fun.
Also features the actor who played Johnny Cage in the Mortal Kombat movie in maybe the only other thing I've seen him in.
No shit. I could picture that guy, but I don't know what else I know him from.
Yeah. Those movies are good. People dunk on those movies, but people are no fun.
Yep. They know what they are.
So, as you can imagine, all the boys super pissy about this all girls Itchy and Scratchy, and don't have a good reason to be. I think this episode does a good job of making fun of the boys for this,
being salty for no reason
and making fun of men who get pissy at all female reboots.
I like when Marge walks in and gets a rundown of why boys are mad and Lisa's mad, and it's I think the wording is something like boys and girls. I thought they were a married couple. And Lisa's like, Mom, they're different species. And Marge gets fuzzy. I don't even know what to be liberal about anymore.
Yeah, that's a fun joke. That's a really fun joke. Yeah, because Lisa's excited about this. She's fired up. The boys are hosting a not watch party. They've gone through the work of like getting T-shirts made, and Marge has all these snacks all spread out for them, just so they can switch the TV off and not watch when the girls Itchy and Scratchy come on. Lisa, in the meantime, upstairs, gonna watch it in her room. She's so excited she sets up her phone to make a reaction video about it. And this is the point where I was like, I am so fucking old. I cannot imagine setting up a phone to record my reaction to something.
That is a sign of, like that is something that a Gen Z person would think of.
Yep.
Why would you think anyone would care?
Right.
And 99.999% no one does.
Yeah.
How much of that shit just evaporates into the ether with no one giving a fuck?
But kids Lisa's age today would do this.
Yep, totally would.
Like, unfucking believable. I can't imagine trying to be a parent right now.
If I would have went to one of my friends when I was 8 years old, hey, want to come to my house? We have a VCR and a video camcorder, and we recorded my reaction to the new episode of Mask. Someone would have kicked me in the stomach. Another kid would have like drop kicked me, and someone would have jumped their bike off of me. Like, it would have been perfectly coordinated, like they were waiting for. Ow! Ooh! Hey! Like the gall it would take. What do you want us to do? No, we're not going to do that. Right. We're going to ruin your childhood.
Also, any of the guys I grew up with, if you'd have said, "Hey, do you want to come over and not watch this cartoon as a protest?"
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, not at all.
I would think that today.
Yeah. No shit. Yeah. We're really showing them.
Yeah.
Who's them? I'm not quite sure.
I'm so mad and don't know why. So Lisa, with her phone set up, busts Bart coming up and enjoying it because he hears the audio from downstairs. They're all wearing blindfolds, which is ridiculous. Yeah. So he sneaks upstairs to watch it and loves it. Laughs so hard he spits soda out of his face, and then quick goes back downstairs and pretends that he didn't see it and didn't like it. But Lisa, good on her, uploads that video onto the internet. And Bart is outed as a huge hypocrite on Josh.0. I hadn't thought of Daniel Tosh in a long time.
Pretty sure they still make new episodes of that show.
Do they really?
I think they do. I might be getting that and Ridiculousness mixed up.
I bet Ridiculousness is still on, but that's the same show.
Yeah.
You know? I remember in like the heyday of Tosh.0 thing, that was a fun show.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it still is. I
mean, it's the soup, but the internet.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Exactly, yeah.
And Daniel Tosh was a good host of that.
Good wit.
Yep. Good wit, asshole, you know?
Yeah, you need to be an asshole to make fun of people on the internet.
Yep, totally. So this video gets out of Bart enjoying the girls Itchy and Scratchy. He gets to school and the boys are irate. They're like, they think he's some manner of gender traitor. And Bart tries to play it off like, yeah. Like he doubles down like, yeah, I watched it. It was great. Like you guys are missing out on this. So Bart in the right, which you don't see very often.
Yep.
And they all gang up on him under Milhouse's banner. Like Milhouse, the leader of this group of angry young men. Milhouse really comes into his own in this episode. They go chasing after Bart, and there's a shot right before he goes and hides in the girls' room, and right before he does, they show the boys coming at him, and Nelson just has Ralphie by the back of the underwear and is swinging him like a nunchuck. Holy shit. Like just this Ralphie Morningstar, and Ralphie with just that big idiot smile being swung around by his underpants. God damn it, I laughed at this. And I laughed at this as well. Bart goes rushing into the bathroom to hide. The boys like hiss when they get to the door, like they can't go in there. And and there's 3 6th grade girls in there, and Bart, as soon as he comes in, is just like, whoa, is this what this place looks like? And then it's just a quick throwaway joke, goes, hey, you guys got a candy machine in here. That's not fair.
I got a kick out of that.
So he meets these 6th grade girls. They are, I didn't even pick up their names, but
3 of them.
Yep, 3 girls. And it turns out they are bad girls. They're gonna prank Skinner by painting the entire inside of his office with a leaf blower. Like, you just fill a leaf blower full of pink paint and spray it.
Well, it was originally, they had another plan, but Bart said, hey, if you use the leaf blower.
He gave him the idea, yeah. And to their credit, they were like, well, yeah, of course we know that, but we don't know where to get a leaf blower. Yeah. But Bart has Willie's keys. Yeah. And I love that Willie's keychain is a tiny bagpipe that functions because Bart squeezes it and it plays notes. That's fun. I kind of want one of those if that's real. So he helps them prank Skinner. They make a fucking mess of Skinner's office.
Is it because he outlawed sandals?
Sandals. He outlawed sandals, which he immediately opens up the intercom and is just like, sandals are okay again. That's fine.
Terrorism works.
Yeah. And they call their gang Bossy Riot. Yeah. As soon as they put on the masks, I was like, oh, and we're doing a Pussy Riot thing. That's cool. Never have once listened to any of Pussy Riot's music or anything.
I assume I wouldn't like it. I don't think it's for me.
Yep, I'm not a huge punk rock guy to begin with, but I like a lot of punk rock, but my tastes are pretty fucking specific. Mostly just Rancid.
Not Russian teenage girls.
Yeah, I should give it a listen though and see, just to make sure. Milhouse is now the leader of this boys' rights group. Was it his Boys Rights Association or something like that? Yeah, BRA is the name of the group. And that fucking, when Luann and Kirk see that Milhouse has 8 friends and seems to be the leader, and Luann is so overcome with passion that she drags Kirk into bed, and you just get that shot of post-coital Van Houten's. Holy shit, that was funny.
Yeah. Kirk just fucking doesn't know what happened, but's going to take the W. He's not going to ask questions.
He ain't asking questions, Milhouse just having friends reignites that marriage. Holy shit. We get a long montage of Bart and the girls because he's kind of like an honorary member now of Bossy Riot.
Yeah, they don't like him, but they keep him around because he's useful.
He's useful, and he's of the same ilk as far as delinquency goes. Yeah. We get a long montage of them vandalizing a bunch of shit set to Cherry Bomb. I like Cherry Bomb a lot, but we are getting to the point I might not need to hear Cherry Bomb again for a while.
It pops up on a lot of shit.
I bet I was fucking 28 years old before I heard Cherry Bomb for the first time, and I've heard it 1,000 times since. Lisa finds out that Bart is one of the Bossy Riot girls, and she's mad because you don't get to be. And Lisa is kind of wrong here, which I like. I like wrong Lisa.
Yeah. And right Bart, which
Bart, which almost never happens. So Bart and Lisa are arguing, and they end up in the kitchen, and that quick shot, Homer is smearing butter on a slice of pizza.
So good. How casual he is about it. Like, that's how you eat pizza.
Yes, you get the feeling that that's how he has eaten every slice of pizza.
Just calmly doing it as he has a conversation.
Can you imagine calmly buttering a slice of pizza?
So good. God, I laughed at that.
Oh my God. I've never once had a slice of pizza and thought, I wish this were more oily.
Yeah. Dry. This pizza's so dry.
Dry pizza. I do like that Bart and Homer argue about whether or not Boba Fett is cool for a minute. Like, it's just this weird sidetrack. Lisa wants in on this Bossy Riot thing, but she's scared, of course, because she's Lisa. And she's a nice girl. Yeah. And Bart with his listen, we feminists need cheerleaders too, Lisa. It's okay. You don't have to be on the team. It's just good to know you're in our corner is pretty funny. Krusty gave in to the boys' rights demands that they change the Itchy and Scratchy back to dudes. So he's caved to them, and in response, the Bossy Riot is going to burn all the Itchy and Scratchy cartoons.
All the master tapes.
Yep, going to burn them live on television.
Which, that's a hell of a fucking... Because you burn the masters, that shit's gone.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a step up. Yeah. That's a hell of a step up.
Escalating.
Yep. That's a hard escalation. Bart protests to this, like, hey, man, like, boys or girls, those are funny. You can't, like, do this just for the shit of it. And they tie him up and leave him. Lisa comes along and saves him, and they rush to the Krusty Lou studios to try and prevent this. They're going to they have them all in a net suspended above a huge vat of nail polish remover. I don't know that would destroy film, but I bet it fucking would. Yeah. Nail polish remover is bad shit. Yeah. Nail polish remover ain't good for...
You want to really tie one on. Drink a Traveler nail polish.
Distill it through a loaf of bread first.
Might meet God. Took Keith Whitley out.
Keith Whitley. Lisa rushes in and pushes the giant vat of nail polish aside, and it crashes into the bleachers and spills everywhere where the boys are sitting, and the vapors make all their eyes water, so they're all crying. And then the Bossy Riot girls jump at the opportunity and throw glitter at them, so now they have these big glittery cry faces. Like it's packed into their tears now. And when it goes all like
Saving Private Ryan,
like the muffled sounds and everything, and Ralphie being the one-armed guy walking around looking at the ground and then picks up
it's Martin, but yes.
Oh, is it Martin? Picks up his boys are number one foam finger instead of the guy who picks up his missing arm in Saving Private Ryan. I thought this was very funny.
That was very good.
Yeah. The boys are all like, emasculated because they all cried, and they all turn on Milhouse and beat the dog shit out of Milhouse.
Throw him in the chimp towel.
Yep, the chimp towel hamper. Yep. And they go to leave, and Bart is like, hey, this isn't my fight, I guess. And he backs out, and they let Lisa in, and they ride off into the sunset on their bicycles.
I just didn't know if I bought Lisa joining, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was fine. It was a fine wrap up. It's not like she's gonna be doing this shit next week.
Everything's forgotten every week on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And I like that you mentioned it. Like, I like when Bart and Lisa are actually kind of on the same page, or like you said, like Lisa's actually in the wrong and Bart's in the right.
Yeah, doesn't happen very often, but wrong Lisa is pretty fun.
Yeah.
I like this episode.
Yeah, it was fun enough.
It was a good episode.
That fucking leaf blower gag was good. Like,
insane. Yeah. Can you imagine?
I don't even know where you begin.
No,
where would you begin?
Set that office on fire.
Fucking have fish and game do a control burn.
Yeah, I forget the one lady, but the three girls are voice acted. One of them's Aquafina, and one of them's Chelsea Peretti. Oh,
really?
Yeah.
I knew they had to be somebody. I couldn't place them at all.
And the other one is Nicole Byer, who is somebody I don't know. It's a good episode. Yeah. I came away from this one being like, hell yeah, this is a fun one.
If this sets the tone for the next four, we're in for a nice run.
Yeah.
Let's check out episode 19, Girls in the Band. We get a flashback to Mr. Largo's graduation, where he's awarded the Golden Baton for most promising conductor. I have two things here. Are we going to get a Mr. Largo episode, which would be amazing? I think we've brought that up before. Will he get his moment in the sun?
Yep, I had the same thought right here.
And also, if you look at that banner, it's class of 1999. So are we to believe that Mr. Largo is like 40?
It's a wandering timeline, Nathan.
What is going, like, with that hair and that hairline, like, he looks like Ben fucking Franklin. Well, Jesus Christ, that dude's aging in fucking dog years, man. But,
also, he's just everyone's Homer and Marge's age, you know, unless specified otherwise.
Yeah. And the guy that his live-in boyfriend is, what's that actor's name? Clearly doing the voice. Ian McKellen?
It's not, but that's who he's drawn like.
Oh, that's not him talking?
No,
either?
it's not him.
Just a voice actor?
Just a guy, yeah.
Interesting, okay.
Because you look at him and you're like, that's Sir Ian McKellen, 100%. But it's not his voice. As soon as he talks, it's not his voice.
So Mr. Largo is teaching class, going through the motions as he has ever since The Simpsons has existed.
Yeah.
And he gets a email during he's looking at his phone while he's conducting the kids band. And he gets it's kind of like a congratulations, we heard you're doing great things. We want to check out you. It's from a guy named Victor Klaskow from I think it's the Capital City Youth Philharmonic.
Yeah.
Is that how it's? Yeah, it's a long title. And Mr. Largo is fucking psyched. It's like, oh, he's very interested in me, you know, so maybe this would be a chance to actually get out of this job that I hate. He's all jazzed about this. So I think his line is like, for the first time in 30 years, I'm going to do something I've never done before. Try.
It's so good.
So he starts working the kids. And the band... it's like a mix of the grade school, now that I think about it, because it's Lisa age kids, but isn't Milhouse in there too?
Yeah.
So it must be the entire elementary school is in the band.
Yeah, it's not just like Lisa's grade or anything like that. I like that he points out, what are you even playing? Milhouse has like a clearly not real instrument.
How would you put that on your head? And he does. Just so sad. So Mr. Largo puts some work in and gets him up to snuff, and by God, he must do a good job because they end up winning whatever kind of recital thing that they're in. Backstage, Mr. Largo is meted by Mr. Klaskow, and he's all excited. He's a no-nonsense guy, but Mr. Largo's dreams are dashed when he finds out that Klaskow doesn't want to hire Mr. Largo, but he instead wants Lisa Simpson to join the Capital City Youth Harmonic.
Yeah, he wasn't scouting Largo. He was scouting Lisa.
Yeah, poor Mr. Largo.
Oh, such a bummer.
Because now he kind of disappears.
Yeah, this is the point where I was like, oh, I guess this isn't a Mr. Largo episode.
Yep, so... Mr. Klaskow talks to Lisa, explains everything, and Lisa's clearly jazzed about this, no pun intended.
Hey-o, you almost got that one by me.
Effortless. Homer and Marge let Lisa join, even though they know it's expensive and more so probably time-consuming. That becomes a big part of this.
Also, I was shocked to learn that Capital City's only a half hour away.
That doesn't seem right.
I think Capital City, I always thought Capital City was like 2 states away.
Oh, no, I always assumed, because I thought it was the capital of their state.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. And if you would ask me, I would have said 2 to 3 hour drive.
Sure.
I figured it was like an afternoon to get to Capital City, not a half hour.
An hour. That's like Maple Grove to Minneapolis.
Springfield's a suburb of Capital City.
Yeah,
if that's
totally.
The case. So there's some consternation, but Marge and Homer decide, okay, this means so much to Lisa, we're going to let her do it. So that is what the episode becomes. It's like, how long can they keep doing this? So they carpool to get Lisa there. Once there, Lisa quickly finds out that Klaskow is an absolute tyrant, screaming at, because we've discussed before, it's the movie Whiplash.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
This movie I've never heard of except from you on this podcast, because it's J.K. Simmons doing the voice. Yeah. I think you've brought it up like twice, and like, for this movie I've never heard of, to then be sitting here watching this episode and being like, I'm pretty sure they're doing the movie that Nathan brought up.
They absolutely are. With J.K. Simmons is even the voice.
Right, yeah.
I have no clue what his character's name is. Character doesn't have a mustache, which I found it funny that his character in this does have a mustache.
I wonder if it's just a bald, clean-shaven Simpson character doesn't look right.
Oh, yeah. Good point. We don't get many of them. Yeah,
think about it. Who is a clean-shaven bald man on this show?
If they are, we don't see them, or they're not major characters. So he unleashes on Lisa. We see Lisa running to the car in tears, think, oh, maybe it's over. Maybe this is it. But no, Lisa shows up. And when she stops crying, she's going about how classical forced her to play better than she ever has. And she's super excited about what her future in music holds.
Loves it.
Now Marge, Bart, and Maggie are going to have to go to Capital City every goddamn day giving Lisa rides. Fucking Bart just putting up a fuss during all this, which I would too.
I thought of you during this.
This would suck hard.
I was like, I bet young Nathan would be very much Bart in this situation.
Oh my God. Let me walk around the mall. That's all I want to do.
It's maybe a little later that we really get into it, but I love how angry Maggie gets about all this.
Yeah, we get some good Maggie gags during this. So during all this, while they're giving Lisa rides, Homer, meanwhile, to make more money, is picking up night shifts at the power plant, where we find out old Gil is a night shift worker, which by far the best job old Gil's ever had.
Oh, 100%.
That's a union gig, so he's actually making good for old Gil. He deserves dental insurance.
I like that it's like a different world on the night shift almost.
Yep. Yeah.
I like that Homer's like, God, it's dim in here. Can we turn on some lights? And they're like, no, we can't afford it. Aren't we a power plant? Yep. Which is when Burns and Smithers come walking by, and Burns just goes, never get high on your own supply, and blows out the lantern he's carrying.
That was good.
I love the idea that Burns and Smithers are there at the night shift.
Yeah. Why would they? Yeah. Jesus Christ, yeah. It's funny that we've never had a night shift thing.
Yeah.
For all these years. Power plant never shuts down, so there's people there all the time.
I just not too long ago went through there's a several episode arc of Brooklyn Nine-Nine that involves the night shift, the weirdos on the night shift, and how when you're on the night shift, it's like a weird parallel universe kind of thing.
Yeah. You see these people when one of you is leaving and one's entering.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I've had jobs where I was usually the night guy coming in as everyone else is leaving to go meet their families for dinner. Well, I ate Arby's in my car.
I like to sleep till 10 a.m. So
this is a decision I've made.
10 a.m. Who am I kidding? Yeah. When's the last time you got up at 10 a.m.?
I don't want to brag. I was up at 7:45 a.m. today.
Wow.
I was gassed. I was in bed at a normal time last night.
Atta boy.
Write that one down.
Join us. One of us. Be a morning person,
the night's
Nathan.
calling, baby.
That night is a young man's game. Early morning ends up being the new late night. Like, buddy, you ever accidentally get up at 6:30 and can't go back to sleep?
I hate
so
it.
You're out here having a cup of coffee and going through your Twitter feed you're up before the world is, not up later than the world is.
I'm just flipping and flopping in my bed, outraged that I'm up so early, trying to force myself back to bed, which that works great.
Yeah.
Angrily screaming at yourself mentally to go back to sleep.
Just gritting your teeth.
Sleep. You
God damn it.
dumb son of a bitch. Sleep right now.
You want to be up right now?
You want to be fucking up right now, you fucking asshole? I'll start myself on fire.
Roommates checking on you.
Hey, bud. How's
it going in there?
A little earlier than I'd like, but it's okay. Doesn't sound okay.
What was that about fire?
I'm just horsing around. While waiting for Lisa yet again to get done with her classes, Bart's causing some kind of fuss, and a woman from the school that all this is happening at kind of grabs Bart and throws him into a daycare type thing.
Yeah,
which Marge is okay with because he's clearly not having a good time, and this gets him out of her hair. But Bart gets there. It turns out it's all the kids that have a more talented sibling.
Yeah, it's just the dud siblings.
Which I got a kick out of that. So. Yeah, it's just them that have no self-esteem because they're the lesser sibling.
Yeah. I thought this would go somewhere, and it kind of doesn't.
It doesn't. Yeah. I thought for sure that Bart would somehow mold these kids into being his army or something.
Rise up against the. Yep. Nope.
They're too timid. Meanwhile, Classico makes Lisa and the kid on first chair compete, and Lisa wins, making her now first chair. Big thing in any kind of musical choir type thing.
Orchestra.
Orchestra, that's the word. Yeah.
You know, a choir, but with instruments.
Where they sing with horns.
You know, they got the horn voices.
Wonk wonk and all that.
the doobity-doos, you know?
So Lisa's psyched about this, as she should be, but back home, Lisa sees how all of these trips to Capital City are adversely affecting the family, because Marge is getting run ragged, Homer's working too much. And on that note, while back at work, Homer is exhausted, and he just loses tether with reality. And usually these kind of musical things, these like Imagine type like little short snippets, I like this. It's him dancing with like an empty radiation suit.
Yeah.
It's like ballroom dancing through the power plant. And eventually it turns into The Shining, where like the ghost bartender's convincing him to kill everyone with like uranium poisoning. Does that sound right?
Yeah, put it in the salad, Homer. He's like, but I don't eat salad.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
For the family, yes, Homer. But to what end? To kill them, Homer.
But how would I do that? With the uranium, Homer. Like, that bartender played by Dave Matthews, of all people.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, as soon as Homer started dancing with that hazmat suit, I was like, okay, yeah, another like trippy dream sequence, Simpsons. But as soon as it started turning into The Shining, I was like, you know what? All right.
Pretty sure I saw something recently that the actor that plays that bartender just passed away at a very ripe old age.
Oh.
You see, he ain't a young man in The Shining.
I was about to say, yeah.
That came out in 1980, so it's like, look at that. I think he's like, like 96 or something like that.
Good for him.
Yeah, hell of a run, Shining bartender. Tip of the hat.
Wish we knew your name.
Yeah. So yeah, Homer is a complete mess, and he almost dances into like the core, like where you get evaporated. And Smithers is there to make the save, shuts the door, and I think that maybe the slamming of the door is what makes Homer kind of return to reality. He's like, oh my God, what did I just almost do? Like, please don't, like, well, and Smithers is kind of chastising him, and that's when fucking Burns shows up and is like, hey, what happens on the night shift stays on the night shift. Like, what a weird thing for Burns to say. Like, what an attitude for him to have.
I like that Burns loosens up on the night shift a little. And then I thought they take it a little too far because Jack from The Shining comes walking through with the axe. And I was like, you ruined it.
Yeah.
We had a great Shining reference.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, right? You didn't have to double dip. You were
it's a
there.
hat on a hat. Yeah.
Back in Capital City, Lisa has one more big tryout to make to get her placement on the youth band. It's just her alone. It's not like in front of the class like the other one was. Right away, Lisa's killing it. She's note for note with what she's supposed to be doing. But then she gets her mind wanders. She starts thinking about all the stress that this is putting on her family. Starts kind of thinking about other things in life. And during all this time, she misses a note and is just immediately kicked off the team.
Yeah.
Like, Lisa's like, you're pretty mean for a teacher. It's like, should see me as a father.
That's such a good line.
How quickly he had that loaded up was so good.
I like that we almost never address the reason she has to audition is because she's about to age out of the class that she's in. We never address their ages. He's like, you have a birthday coming up. You're going to be 9. And then you go up to the next class, which is like 9 through 14 or whatever. We never address the kids' ages.
Yeah. Rarely,
Or that they have a birthday,
Yeah.
The kids don't have birthdays on this show because they don't get older.
It feels like there was a little more of it in the early days, but it's completely gone now.
Yeah,
it feels like.
Totally.
Rarely do we have a Bart birthday.
Yeah.
Or what's Maggie turning? Like
Maggie's just perpetually 16 months old.
Yeah, I was going to say somewhere around a year, I would say give or take a few months. So Lisa's not didn't make the cut. She doesn't seem too bummed right away. She kind of has a little emotional back and forth about it once she gets in the car, and they're riding back as a family now because Homer no longer working nights after he had the breakdown.
Yeah.
But eventually Lisa and Bart get into it and start fighting, and it was something like that felt good to hit you, and Bart's like, that felt good to force you to make it a physical response or something like that.
Felt good to drive you to violence or whatever he says. Yeah.
So that was pretty good. So Lisa and Bart back to acting the way siblings do in a car. And they start fighting, and Homer's like, how about I get back there? It's like, you're too fat to do it. And he just leaps into the back seat. Marge has to drive, and the kids are right. Homer is too fat. He's stuck in there.
Winnie the Pooh's it.
Yeah, trying to get to that honey pot. And yeah, so they're laughing at him. And that's the Simpsons are whole once again.
Yeah.
Driving back home. Okay episode, but God, I wish I could have got more Mr. Largo. We get a snippet at the end. Of him like trying to break up with that Ian McKellen type. Yeah. But at this point, it's like, we haven't talked to you in 17 minutes. Like, this seems forced.
I don't know if you got this. Like, Bart alludes to it, but I think Lisa blows that audition on purpose.
Yeah.
Because she sees what this is doing to her family.
I think they did a good job of not making it certain one way or the other.
Yeah. I think they did. Because, like, if that is what happened, that bums me out because I don't think you should do that.
Yeah.
You know? I also like that earlier in the episode when Marge and Homer are talking about like, oh, this is terrible, but Homer's like, it'll all be worth it when she's one of the Jazz. Yeah. And Marge is like, the Jazz is a basketball team, Homer. She plays jazz. And he just stares at her blankly for several seconds before being like, oh no, what have we done? Leading you to believe that for 30 seasons, Homer has thought Lisa meant she wants to be a basketball player.
For the Utah Jazz, an NBA team.
The men's NBA team.
Yeah, that was pretty good, too.
Yeah, I thought that was a fun joke. I love all the J.K. Simmons in this episode. He's great, and I've never seen that Whiplash movie, but this makes me want to see it even more, for sure.
Yeah, he's always been a positive addition to any of them. I mean, he's been in a lot of episodes, too, by this point. But
yeah, by this point, he's been in a bunch.
He's always a plus whenever he pops up.
Yeah, he's great. He's good voice actor.
Outside of The Simpsons, he's very chooses good roles.
Yeah, he does. Finally getting some respect. Yeah.
Probably bounced around Hollywood for 30 years.
Yeah, and now people being like, wait a minute, this guy's
really good.
Really good. Saw some photos of him on Twitter a couple weeks ago with The Rock, and he's jacked. Like, jacked J.K. Simmons is a weird look.
Wonder why. I saw pictures too. What kind of roles he got coming up?
I don't know what movie it's for. I think he's Santa, but like an action hero Santa.
Guy his age to get that ripped, that's got
to be tough.
You got to be cream in the clear, right?
I'm sorry?
Cream on the cream and the clear. That's the two steroids they used to use.
Oh, no. I don't think you have to. No.
He ain't on the gas?
Nah.
He ain't on the go-go juice?
I don't think you need it anymore, you know?
So?
Especially because he's not trying to look like a fucking He-Man doll.
Yeah.
He's,
just getting defined.
Yeah, exactly. He's shredded. Yeah. He's not yoked.
On the HGH, you on the T train?
I wonder how my tea's doing. I should get my tea checked.
You can piss in a cup? I can bring it in.
I'll piss in a cup right now. I don't know what you're trying to prove.
I got piss cups everywhere, baby. Drink at your own risk.
No, I think that especially if you're a Hollywood actor, like I think they just write 2 trainers and a nutritionist into your movie contract, and that's the end of it.
Someone's just perpetually cooking chicken breasts.
Yeah. I remember when Kumail Nanjiani got all fucking yoked for that Eternals movie. Like, it wasn't long after that movie came out, or maybe it was after a magazine article came out or something. He like made this huge Instagram post of like, you shouldn't aspire to this. Like, the only reason, like, don't have this attitude of if I can do it, anybody can, because no, you can't. Because here's how much money goes into making me look like this. Like, before you even get determination or willpower involved, here's what it takes. And that's unattainable for most people.
Yeah.
I like that he came out and was like, don't hit me with that. If he can do it, anybody can. Because you don't know how much machinery and money is behind me looking like this.
I bet for those guys, a lot of it is like having not just a chef, but a nutritionist that knows what you have to eat and when.
Yeah.
You got to eat that chicken breast in the next 15 minutes, and then you can't eat nothing. Then you're going to have this. Then you're going to do that. Like, just everything's regimented to get that cut.
Yeah.
Which I'll give pro wrestlers credit, especially the ones that were real defined. They were fucking driving fucking, Ford LTDs across the South.
Yeah.
Working out in shitty gyms, like.
And most of them built like Arn Anderson, which makes sense because that's how you look when you lift a bunch of weights and eat garbage.
Then you get a few of those Rick Rudes.
Yeah, I was about to say, but then you get a Rick Rude and you're like, how did...
Guys like Rude
do it?
Must have known about a little bit of nutrition, right?
They must have.
How would you, I don't know. There ain't enough drugs to pump into your system to be that defined if you're eating 6 whatchamacallits a day. Like gas station dining,
How many cc's of gas do I need to offset these 6 whatchamacallits?
I'm sure there's a podcast where some 80s or 90s pro wrestlers, the guys that were fit, talk about what their road diet was like. Which is wild, because I didn't even know they knew about. Now that I think about it, I've always thought that the bodybuilding community knew about laying off carbs. That they knew that's how you got defined.
Sure.
But was cutting your breads and your sugars.
Huh.
So maybe they were 2 decades ahead of the rest of fitness, I
know Austin talks about the early days of you just order off menu. You go to an IHOP and you order a chicken breast and 3 eggs or something. You just avoided the pancakes and shit. Yeah. So maybe they knew.
Yeah. I mean, he was wrestling in the 80s too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But Nathan, I love carbs.
Yeah. You look like a fucking maniac putting maple syrup on eggs. I get some whipped cream for your eggs.
Bring you a ready whip can.
Get some sprinkles. They should pistol whip you in the entryway of an IHOP if you ask for sprinkles on your eggs. Make them a sweet treat.
Get a little sweet yolk. You want some sweet yolk? Oh, gross.
Oof, yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, all in all, I like this episode quite a bit.
Yeah, fine. Yep.
That Shining shit was funny.
Maybe just a step below the first one, but still good.
Sure, yep, totally. Number 20 is I'm Just a Girl Who Can't Say Dough. We get an intro that's My 3 Kids. Is this a reference to some show I don't know?
My 3 Sons.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, very old, very black and white old.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I had no idea. We're holding auditions for Oklahoma, and as soon as I saw that we were doing a play, I was like, Christ, I hope we get Lovitz, and boy, how do we ever.
We get a lot of them. Llewellyn something?
Llewellyn Sinclair,
there you go.
The local theater director. Fucking Carl and Lenny fighting over who gets to play Ike is so funny. Mm-hmm. Marge is there. I forget her character's name. I've never seen Oklahoma, so
nor have I.
Beats me.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Homer and Maggie end up at a Daddy and Me a daycare thing of some sort. Kids Kennel, I think is the name of the place. I don't know what leads them
there. But they end up there.
I think he's just spending time with Maggie while Marge is at her audition.
Yeah, and he just catches his eye. And he just kind of
wanders in there. Yeah. The place is packed, and Homer doesn't know why. And it turns out it's because the lady who runs it is hot.
I thought they'd make her more voluptuous.
Draw her even hotter?
Yeah, she's just a normal woman. I mean, young, normal woman.
I was going to say 22 years old is probably the main thing.
Yeah.
I think it's just weird. All these men packed in here just to ogle the hot daycare teacher, supervisor, whatever the fuck she is.
And is she oblivious to it, or does she realize it? But hey, a packed house is a packed house.
I think she knows it.
Yeah. What's that? Feminine wiles. They know what's going. They know what's going on. Women are probably so much more acutely aware of their surroundings than guys are.
Yeah.
Because they have to be. That's fucking
male
privilege.
I've almost walked out, left my apartment forgetting to put a shirt on. Yeah.
I have left the house definitely with the bottom 5 buttons undone, just like I'm in the Latin Kings, because you only got to have the first couple done if you have a Zoom call.
Yep.
How ridiculous that looks.
Yeah, I have put on pants and shoes and getting ready to face the day. Turned the deadbolt in my door and been like, I don't have a shirt on.
I recently gave a roommate a ride to the courthouse, and I didn't have pants or basketball shorts. Just t-shirt and undies.
No.
I was sleeping, middle of the afternoon, doorbell rang, it was him. He's like, dude, I need a ride. I'm like, fuck it, I think the keys are in the ignition, let's go. No wallet, no phone, no nothing.
Jesus Christ.
Really throwing the dice on fate there. Like, and I got in the car, all of a sudden, ding, 10 miles to empty rings.
Oh, boy.
Some of that's on me for letting it get to that point. But and I got fucking discombobulated downtown, like all the big buildings. I'm like, if I run out of gas in downtown Minneapolis in my fucking knickers with no fucking wallet or phone, like, what would you do? I mean, I started to contemplate that. Like, what is your action plan?
Yeah,
like,
with no wallet, no phone.
Yeah. My life would have been hunting him down and killing him for putting me in that position. Oh, my God, yes. When I finally figured out, okay, I recognize this road, I can get home. Oof. That was a weight off because I was like, what are you good? A car running out of gas downtown Minneapolis is the stuff nightmares are made out of.
Yeah.
Because it's going to die at an intersection, Like, Jesus.
Now what?
Out of that car. I think I threw tennis shoes on, no socks. So tennis shoes, no socks.
Dead of winter.
No. This is fall.
Oh, this is back.
Shocking
wow.
that it's taken this long to come up on the podcast.
Yeah, no
this
kidding.
is pretty funny.
This is juicy.
Yeah, but God, I would have you just take off walking. You just leave that car to fucking chance. Like, whatever happens, I'm going to start a new life somewhere else.
Remember that time you and I went to the cities to get my passport?
Oh yeah.
And we were like, oh, I'll go get the passport at this fucking government building. You go find us somewhere to eat. And you and I ended up just eating tater tots at that gay dive bar.
Oh yeah.
Downtown.
I remember I didn't know it was a gay bar too. There was like
neither of us did.
A screen that rotated, like a screensaver thing. Be like, oh, the owner and his dogs. That's fun. Oh, the owner and all his siblings. And then like 2 men in like skin tight firemen's costumes dry hump on a hydrant. Like, oh boy.
Oh.
Well then.
Neither of us knew. Good tater tots though.
Was that the time I pissed in a grocery bag? Or was that?
I'm sorry.
That must have been with someone else. I gave someone else a ride, and we were struggling to find parking in downtown Minneapolis. I'm like, I'm going to piss my fucking pants. We should have stopped at St. Cloud, and that was an hour and 15 minutes ago.
I'm not saying it wasn't me, but you definitely like pulled up to the building and I got out. You never parked.
Oh, no.
So maybe. This
was a time when we found a spot in a parking complex, a giant multi-level parking complex. I'm like, I don't see a bathroom sign in a quarter mile in any direction. Hand me those garbage grocery, like gas station snack bags.
Yeah.
And I pissed 7.5 quarts. Like, I tied that thing tight. Like, it was, and I was like, I hate to do this, I hate to litter, but just gently set it outside my door. We fucking, I think it might have been at the mall. Now I think about it. Went and did shit at the mall. Came back 3 hours later. I drove over that piss sack and it didn't pop. It's like, we need to write who made these bags. They did. Just this giant sack of piss. Someone pulled it later, like, oh, I wonder what that is. It's just white ball sitting in the middle of this parking spot. Oh. I hope it froze.
You're such a fucking animal. Somebody had to go deal with that.
It's hard out there. I had to piss in it. It was no picnic for me.
No, nothing is right in this story. Nothing's okay.
Jesus Christ. Because I was like, there were so many things. It's like, fuck, man. Like, I don't want piss running everywhere. Like, that's going to look like shit if someone walks up. So I'm like,
you're right. A bag of piss is much better.
It's more discreet. I hid it under the car. It was a victimless. It wasn't a victimless crime.
No, it's not.
It was a crime. Sometimes you commit crime.
You have troublesome piss stories.
Oof, do I ever, man. I have fucking...
Wait, it's more than just these two we've heard today.
Yeah. Every piss way but loose. Jesus, there's a lot I don't want to talk about.
Piss tales. Woo! Merry Pissmas, everyone.
Check that bed. It's got piss stains. It's piss tails.
Woo!
Oh my God, I've pissed been too many weird pisses. Well, I'm slowing down in my middle age. I ain't as adventuresome pissing as I used to be.
Oh my God. Good tater tots at that shitty dive gay bar, though.
Sure were.
Not where I thought we'd end up.
God, yeah, I thought for sure that was the same day as the piss bag. I wonder who the hell was with on the piss bag.
Put it on Facebook. Find out.
Yeah. These are Craigslist misconnections.
Pissed connections.
Did I piss in a bag in front of you? Lonely heart. I remember driving over that pit like, look at that. I can't believe.
Why'd you drive over
Because
it?
I put it under the car so it wasn't sticking out for the world to see.
Go put it in front of somebody else's car.
I don't want to traumatize
In
someone.
for a dollar, in for however that saying goes.
Jesus Christ.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
They don't know until they run it over. They splatter a toddler. Pops like a tick.
If you're up several levels in this thing, throw it over the edge. Have some fun now.
Like hammers swing it like it's the Olympics. It's a sack of piss. Can you imagine having that hit you on the head when you're pumping gas?
I would.
Your life turns into a Taken movie after that.
That's Michael Douglas's falling down the rest of the day.
You cash out your 401k to give you like 6 months of fun money to hunt down and kill the man that threw the piss sack on you.
Yep. You visit the bank to shut down your Roth IRA, and then you go to the gun store.
Yeah, and then you just you do whatever it takes to coerce the guys at the fucking mall to show you the fucking CC footage. Like,
that story is more justifiable than the Punisher's origin story.
Oh man, should I try E85 move? The fuck?
Everybody says it's garbage, but my car can run it. I go, splash.
When you finally dawns on you that it's piss. What the fuck? A water balloon? No.
No.
That fucking, is that a quick trip bag full of piss? And the movie would end with you finally catching the guy and being so shocked that it's not like a revenge thing. Like, there was just a 1 in a million. Like, what? You don't even know who I am? No, man. Like, I just don't want to look at the piss sack. I threw it off.
Oh, God. Whew.
Yeah. So be careful where you piss, everyone.
Hope everything's going well at the Mall of America. Wasn't there just a shooting
there sure was. Yeah.
We're doing good. Piss, not guns.
Yeah.
That's my new
Throw
campaign.
Piss, not bullets.
Throw piss, not bullets. Yep. So we're back at Oklahoma theater auditions. Not auditions, I guess. We're in pre-production here.
Yep. And
John Lovitz is a goddamn nightmare, and they run him off.
Good.
Yep. Llewellyn Sinclair needed some comeuppance in this one. And Marge takes over as the director. Marge is going to direct this. And then I forget exactly how we get here, but we're back at the Simpson house, and they decide instead of doing Oklahoma, they're just going to make a new musical, and it's going to rip off Hamilton. They're going to they're going to make a historical musical and put some hip hop in it.
I think interestingly, it's Homer that kind of plants the seed. It's like, take whatever's the biggest thing out there and rip it off.
Yeah, that's his advice. As he's like on his way out the door to go to the Daddy and Me class. Like, we don't have Homer doing a ton in this episode, but that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Lisa writes a hip-hop musical about Jebediah Springfield. While she's working on it, Bart shows up in the door flossing. First time we've seen flossing. First appearance of flossing on The Simpsons.
What's the song he's singing about? Just Lisa stinks?
Yeah, it's just a song he's made up about Lisa stinks. I'm not around kids a lot. That's by design. But every time I go to a hockey game or something, and anywhere there's a bunch of kids around, kids floss just like it's their idle animation in a fighting game. That's their default.
Really?
Yeah.
I never noticed that.
It's fucking Looney Tunes. Fortnite has ruined these kids.
I've never paid attention to idling kids. What are they up to? Yeah.
If there's a group of kids standing around, 40% of them are flossing. At least.
30 years ago, it was, if you had a long sleeve on, you'd untuck one arm, so you got a fucking foreskin hanging.
Yep.
And you shove your hand, so now you got a tube.
You're docking.
And then you put your one arm in the shirt, and you do that throw the circle up, punch through the gut thing.
Yep.
God, that was a hit.
Or make armpit farts. Or...
Man, that's why I wasn't a juvenile delinquent. I couldn't do a good armpit fart.
No, me neither. Totally.
Just like I'm not a great snapper. They don't all snap perfectly. Just like my armpit farts don't all crack off real nice.
Like finger snaps?
Yep.
Like you're not good at...
Sometimes that kind of comes and goes with me.
Huh.
Like, yeah, they don't all have the same consistency.
Yeah, no, you're not a strong snapper.
No, not a strong snapper. My mom said it's perfectly fine.
For a boy my age.
But I couldn't do a good armpit fart, and I couldn't fart on command. You know how often I got blamed for farts as a kid? Often. I would throw it on the fat kid.
Always,
God, I never... Like, and even there's times I would be like, oh man, I'd be a real hit right now if I could rip a loud cheeser, and fucking never works out. Like, just shit my pants accidentally.
Anybody got a quick stop bag?
Just pour it down the back. Holy shit, sitting through an algebra class with a goddamn pant full of fucking sopping up an oil spill. Oh, God. Washing your pants and underwear in a sink. Jesus. Never where you want to be. Keep a raincoat in my locker for occasions like this.
What happened to you? Set off the fucking chocolate shotgun in algebra class.
Peer pressure's a bitch. And I don't knock on... I mean, I'm done with school. Don't have to knock on shit. I don't think I had a piss or shit mishap, even like in kindergarten.
No,
I always had my piss and shit on point. I was
not bragging.
Yeah, I don't want to brag. I didn't have a whole lot of poo-poo pee-pee troubles.
Looking back, I think there was one girl and one guy each in my class who had some manner of piss haps. Yeah. Somebody was wearing snow pants when they didn't need to be indoors.
The grade above me, a few grades above me, there were two kids, their buddies, playing Nintendo. I can't remember the names of them like it matters. They're playing Nintendo as kids do, sitting side by side on your butt, for hours at a time on the floor. And one of them got up and just like, again, juvenile delinquent skill, gets up to go piss, perfectly has a fart loaded in the chamber, farts in the kid's face. Like, I can imagine that happening as a 9-year-old. That's,
sure.
You're pissed, but it's classic comedy. Can't fault them. They come back, an hour passes. The other kid, it's his time to shine. He gets up, pulls down his pants, and sprays fucking diarrhea in the other kid's face. He went too hard. Parents were involved. Probably a trip to the clinic.
Misjudged that one a little.
How fucking sick would that be to look over at buttocks 4 inches from your face? That's like something out of an Italian surrealism film. Just getting fucking dookie water in your mouth. That guy go to the hospital. That's gonna get you sick.
Yep.
So you get dysentery.
Yep, that's how you die on the Oregon Trail. You fucking kids. You kids were horrible.
Yeah. Went too hard.
Oh my
Having
God.
to apologize to someone for doing that.
Hey, I'm sorry.
In their hospital bed. Sorry, it's diarrhea in your mouth. You fucking Hannibal Lecter. It's just a goof, like explaining that to the mom would have been the most mortifying thing. Why would you do that? It just thought it'd be fun. You thought that's what funny is? That's not what funny is.
That's exactly a mom's response. Yeah.
Why? You just farts. Why would you? You're gonna fart. That's not even better. So hey, be careful. If you're gonna fart someone's face, be careful.
Which kid got, pardon my pun, got more shit from the other kids at school? The kid that got shat on, or the kid that was the shatter?
I wish I could give you a hot update on that, but they were older than me, that I heard that story like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember it being hot off the presses.
I wonder, because I think in my school, the kid that got shit on would have caught more shit.
Which
isn't right at all.
Yeah. There are no heroes here.
Yes, there's no heroes.
But you're right. I think that's how it would have worked out, and I don't know if that's just.
No, of course not.
He was the one that had control of his faculties.
Yep.
He committed the perfect crime.
The other one's got a fucking hair trigger butthole.
I never got farted in the face. I had a friend one time. We were like seated at a party where there's like 5 of you crammed onto a shitty couch.
Sure.
So and he had to get up and like the coffee table's too. So I like scooted back and he got up like he was about to leave and he just plopped on my leg. I remember in insulated sweats and a ripped ass on my thigh. I was like, fuck you, dude. But I was laughing. But I was just like those comically audible farts too.
Like a cartoon fart.
And insulated sweats, they'll amplify a fart like nobody's business. If you're farting to impress, wear insulated sweats.
That's your helpful tip of the week.
If you want to dazzle a girl on a first date.
Wear sweats.
Eat dried apricots and wear insulated sweats. You look like a bum. Check this out.
Well, can a bum do this?
Just fucking disembowel yourself in the entryway of a Chili's. You haven't even got seated yet. You met this woman 75 seconds ago. 49 out of 50 times that woman leaves immediately. The 1 out of 50 times it's who you end up marrying.
If she stays through that.
Just ripping like a 7-second screamer in insulated sweats and then giving her like an eyebrow tilt. Well,
what say you, my lady?
Are you wooed? That would be like, I wish I want to witness that. Like, I'm just sitting.
You want to be the host?
Yeah.
At the Chili's.
Hearing a loud fart from someone you don't know is jarring.
It's like watching an old person fall.
I within this calendar year, I was in like at a family, probably on a comedy trip thing. I heard a little kid, not even that little, old enough to know better, and the mom got mad at him. Just crank one out, fucking, just fucking butt barf, like, and was smiling ear to ear, and that mom was pissed. But I was
I'll
like,
bet.
Yeah, moms don't like farts.
That's a universal truth.
Yeah.
That's the sister t-shirt to Moms Love Dr. Mario.
They don't love farts.
Moms don't like farts.
I farted loudly in church once. I swear to this day I didn't mean to do it. Sometimes bad things happen to good kids. And my mom was so mad. I thought she was going to kill me. I was like, just like, holy shit, I'm going to have to like get in another family's car. I can lose her. I'm shorter than her. I can just dart around. Holy, she was mad. God damn it. She did not buy anything I was selling.
Probably still mad if you brought that up today. Oh, God.
Yep. So don't fart in front of your mom. If you needed to be told.
Thank you.
That's the kind of weird closeness I don't want in a family. Like fucking ripping a fart in front of your mom's face and she's laughing like it's the greatest thing that ever happened.
Then cuts a bubbler of her own.
Jesus, yeah.
You know, that's too close.
Nope, don't do that. No,
there have to be some boundaries.
Fucking Firefly Clan shit. I don't need that. Like, keep that to yourself. That's for private times.
Whew. So Marge is going to direct this musical about Jebediah Springfield. She's trying to pick out what to wear, what looks directorial in her closet, and she pulls out a handful of things that she scoffs at, one of which is a t-shirt that says, "My husband barfed at the chili challenge."
Yeah, that one was good. There was one other one before that was okay, but that one fucking
that was the cleanup hitter.
I think it was The Bald and the Beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
where does that even get made at?
Right.
Like, yeah, but my husband puked at the chili challenge was good.
That's really, whew, boy. Maybe not a worse food to puke.
Oh, good point.
That's in the bottom 5 of foods that you want to vomit. Marge stops in at Moe's and gets herself a drink before she goes in. And I thought we were going to, like, I thought this was going to lead somewhere, but no, just Marge stopping off at Moe's quick.
When he's like, doesn't recognize, he's like, Midge, I thought you were Hillary Clinton.
So she has herself a drink and goes in. Sideshow Mel is the star, of course, because he's a fucking thespian. Yeah. He's a trained actor. She's getting them all whipped into shape, and then Mel is going through his lines in his dressing room, and Krusty comes by all bummed because he got added to a Where Are They Now article. And he gets wind of Mel's little, play that he's in, and he's like, well, I'll get in on that. And he makes a deal with Marge for TV distribution rights for this fucking small town community theater.
Has to be outdoors.
Yep. He insists that it's outdoors.
Which is troublesome for a live production.
Yep. And while they're at the restaurant, fucking Lovitz is trying to get back in, or Llewellyn. I just have him as Lovitz in all my notes. Llewellyn Sinclair is trying to get back in, but no, he can't. She's not going to give up the spot. And they're doing a table read or a production meeting of some sort at the Simpson house, and Mel comes over, Sideshow Mel, and informs Marge that he is bailing to do Lovitz's version of The Tempest. I forget who he said he gets to play. Prospero? Is that the main character in Tempest?
Yep, there you go. God, fucking Llewellyn is such a sad man.
God, he's such a dick. Went and poached Sideshow Mel for his own Tempest production. Back at the Kitty Corral or whatever that fucking daycare place is called, Chloe picks one of the dads to date, and then all of the others are bummed and
leave. Yeah. Or I think they're engaged. I think it's more serious than that. Yeah, I think they're getting married.
And then that's it.
Yeah. We get a cute moment of Maggie wanting to stick around, and Homer's good dad and dancing with little Maggie.
Homer just learns just now that Maggie was enjoying this because she got to spend time with Homer. So we get a sweet Homer and Maggie moment. And then Homer immediately somehow gets stuck inside the big triangular jungle gym and has to be cut out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, which makes no sense. You watch him dancing towards it. There's no spot big enough for a man to go through it, but here he is. Getting cut out by the fire department.
And we go to... they're worried about, show day's coming up. What are we going to do without Sideshow Mel? And that's when we discover that Professor Frink has an amazing singing voice. Of course he does.
Yeah.
That singing voice is Josh Groban.
Oh, interesting.
Which is a name I've heard. I don't know any of the man's music.
Yeah, I don't think it's for you.
Oh.
I guarantee it's not for you.
Okay.
It's for moms. Speaking of moms love Josh Groban. Yeah.
And don't like farts.
Like Michael Bublé. Do you like Michael Bublé?
No, I do not.
So they would double headline a tour together.
Yeah. Okay. Those two and John Mayer, is that all in the same?
No, I wouldn't even put Mayer. Mayer had radio hits. Those two didn't, I don't think.
Okay.
They were never pop musicians.
We go to so Frink is going to be the star of the show. He's going to replace Sideshow Mel, and it's showtime, and we're doing this outdoors, and it's going to rain, and it does rain. I have it written, John Lithgow is in the bear suit.
Yeah.
For no reason.
What is his rationale? He says it. I can't think of what it is, but
I forget what he says. I think he just says, "What? I'm a working actor."
Yeah, that's something
lines.
Something as simple as that. Good. Probably just want to be in The Simpsons. Can't blame the guy.
No, totally. Especially like I said, well over 100 episodes ago, my mind has to figure out: am I thinking of John Lovitz or John Lithgow all the fucking time?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, you've mentioned that before. I think maybe just because I'm a bit older that I remember Lovitz probably better than you do. I caught and maybe it was even only reruns, but I remember Lovitz on SNL as a pretty young kid.
Yeah, when I think of John Lovitz, I think of City Slickers. and I'm only about 70% confident that he's in that movie.
I was just gonna say, if you could be making that
wrong.
up. I've seen that movie, and I don't even know if but he could be.
Or maybe he's in the sequel. I don't know.
Yeah.
No idea.
Is he searching for Curly's gold?
I think they're all searching for Curly's gold.
Well, Curly's with him in the first one.
Yeah, Curly's with him in the second too because he had a twin.
So shit.
So we got
That's
Jack Palance.
The plot twist. And
Yeah.
You're right. Jack Palance is in it.
Spoiler alert for City Slickers 2, The Search for Curly's Gold.
I don't want to be a hard ass, but you know what? I think we've been coddling these City Slickers people long enough.
Yeah.
You've had time to watch the second one.
Jack Palance, legitimate like cowboy movie actor, and then some of his last roles were in the City Slickers movies.
I bet though that movie made his family untold money that they never would have had before.
Generational wealth.
Yeah.
I doubt he was still living off Shane at that point.
What an interesting career arc. They have like a 20-year fallow period.
Yep.
Where he's probably just doing maybe some like direct to Europe shitty westerns, because that was a market for a while.
Yeah.
When America quit watching westerns, other countries still did. So just horse. Imagine the quality of some of them. Oof. You could see abandoned trailer houses in the back.
One of these guys has a brick phone. Get out of here.
We're in a tracksuit.
So we get to see pretty much this whole musical that's about Jebediah Springfield and his life and death, and like as it goes on, the town just floods like real heavily, not a little bit, but
terrifying
like up to the top of the doors of the buildings. And the show was a huge hit, and we kind of just end on that. The show was a huge hit.
Yep. I kept waiting, like, oh, something has to happen, but nope, it ends.
No.
It ends before the rains wash away humanity.
Yep.
Like, everyone in the crowd they're standing on their chairs, but they're able to clap.
Yep. And everybody liked it, and Marge did a good job, and Homer had a nice day with Maggie, and
no calamitous thing that had to be undone in the final seconds. It all kind of just goes through without a hitch.
Yep, it just worked.
Yeah.
Marge did it.
What is Bart up to in this one?
Not much.
Yeah, Lisa's writing it, so she's involved with Marge. Fucking Bart is this is one of the more quiet Bart episodes we've ever had.
Yep, he sings that song about Lisa stinks.
Yep,
but
that's about it. They do that if there's no Bart, they'll figure out a way to get one little Bart funny thing in.
Yeah, exactly.
We've seen that before, now that I think about it. Same thing with Homer. They'll squeeze in like a 30-second funny Homer thing just to get him on camera.
And then over the credits, we get some footage of Oakley Dokley, the Ned Flanders heavy metal band.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice touch.
I was like, I had never heard their music. I knew they existed.
I didn't know it'd be that keyboard heavy.
Yeah, it's very keyboard heavy, apparently. I also didn't know. Good for them.
That's a nice get for them.
Oh, we got this, we just do this dumb gimmick, but it got back to the Simpsons people, and now we're in an episode.
And for those uninitiated, it's a speed thrash metal band that everyone dresses like Ned Flanders.
Yeah, they all got mustaches and
sweaters,
dress like Ned. Yeah.
Hair kind of combed back like Ned. Glasses, maybe not all of them, but some of them.
Green sweater, pink undershirt. Yeah.
Is that the Ned color palette?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're colorblind.
Yeah.
It's like a, not quite forest green, but a slightly darker green sweater, and then a pink collared shirt underneath it.
What color slacks are you rocking? Dark?
Oh, boy, off the top of my head, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe like a light brown?
Okay. Weird, the kind of thing a guy's seen a million times, but your brain doesn't pick up,
Yeah, like
because it's Ned, he's bland.
I would lose that trivia question. Yeah. What color are Ned Flanders slacks?
That's a good trivia question.
This is a good episode. Again, not as good as the first one. First one is still the high water mark for me. I think it really fizzles at the end, but plenty of laughs in the meantime.
I will say, too, there were more laughs in the lyrics than I thought. Like, I got to, not like, holy shit, I got to pause because I'm laughing so much, but like some of the lyrics about Jebediah were kind of funny.
Yeah.
Just like all the bear stuff and like the
beaver bite.
Yep.
Died from a rabid beaver bite.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
Yeah. Here we go. Episode 21, Doe, Canada. Episode begins with the family at Mount Splashmore. That's a throwback.
Yep.
Haven't seen Mount Splashmore in a while.
And the kids are doing, can we go to Mount Splashmore? Can we take us to Mount Splashmore? Can you take us to Mount Splashmore? I like that is just straight up from an earlier episode.
Homer's grunts and groans are so good during that. He's like in agony. Like, and then the camera cuts back. We're at Mount Splashmore.
Yep, that was fun.
So they're having a good time. They're in line because there's always lines at shit like that. And while they're there, Homer notices on his phone that he just goes, ooh, points. And it's points, Marge, points. And then he runs up this giant set of stairs to get to the top of this water slide just to pull Bart and Lisa off because they got points.
Yeah.
And they're like, we stood in line for an hour. What is this about? Finally, he gets him in the car, and we find out, like, basically because of recklessly using a credit card and taking umpteen thousands of dollars in credit card debt, they've built up enough points where they get a free stay in a hotel 14 hours away.
Yeah.
Is it Second Best West Inn or something like that?
Yeah, I believe it's Second Best Western. Yep.
Yeah.
And they're expiring like today or something like that.
And I can't front on this at all. I'm a sucker for earning points and getting something.
Oh,
it just
hell
feels
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey, I didn't have to pay for this, even though I spent money to get to this point.
Yeah, it's not free.
Nope, nothing.
You spent the money to, like I bought how many $8 ho-ho mint mochas at Caribou Coffee to get a free one? Oh, the Caribou Coffee ho-ho mint mocha.
Slutting it up for that ho-ho mint.
Oh, man. Peppermint mocha.
I am a frumpy black coffee with a splash of cream and a Splenda.
Don't get it twisted. I like black coffee as well. But, like, if I'm going to a coffee shop, I'm not getting black coffee because I
make that at home.
Exactly. You know what I can't do at home? Make a ho-ho mint mocha.
Yeah. For me, whenever I order something like that, it's good. But I'm like, I should have just went to Dairy Queen and got a big blizzard. That's what this is.
But this has coffee in it.
I just want a big blizzard now.
So it's also energizing.
You give enough blizzards than me. I only got about an 8-minute window before I crash. But I shotgun 3 blizzards. I can reverse dunk a basketball.
Oh, God. I don't think I can shotgun 3 blizzards.
Boy, I might have been talking tough there. Boy, I'd be slowing down hard on that third one.
Just an ice cream eating contest.
Oh, my face hurts. I don't like this.
Oh, God.
Panicking.
I do love ice cream.
It's a tasty treat, but it hurts my face.
Everything's cold. My teeth. Not my teethers.
My tooths.
Bit down on an M&M.
Owie, 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 owie.
Popping crowns.
So the Simpsons are going to Niagara Falls. And what I think some of the best laughs of this whole episode is them driving up there and them mercilessly dunking on upstate New York. Like, first it's just pointing out all the abandoned. It's like an abandoned Circuit City, an abandoned Sears. And then Homer has a song to the beat of New York, New York. That's upstate New York.
Yeah.
He's laughing at all the failed industry in that part of the world.
I didn't know upstate New York had that reputation.
Yeah. But I think I've heard Buffalo getting dunked on, and they're upstate New York, so it makes sense, I guess. Yeah. And so they finally do get there, and what I bet happens with a lot of families, you drive for hours, you get to Niagara Falls, your kids look at it for 45 seconds, and then are done with it.
There it is.
Makes sense. It doesn't change. It's water falling off a cliff.
Yeah, I've said before, I am not one who is taken by the majesty of nature. I can usually just look at something and be like, yep.
That's a thing, all right.
That sure is trees.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd probably get a kick out of it more than these kids would. But yeah, it's fleeting for sure.
Yeah.
And at that age, I also would have had far more fun at the roadside carny attractions like they do. They get in one, I don't know, there's probably a name for it, but they get in the inflatable balls where just your head and your arms are out.
Yeah.
And you just bounce it. Sometimes it's sumo costumes, but this is a little different.
Yeah. This feels a little more modern than the sumo costume.
And they blow it up, and Bart and Lisa get after it, and then Lisa tries to use math to figure out a way to knock out Bart, but she miscalculates something, and she gets airborne. And God damn it, if Lisa doesn't go down fucking Niagara Falls.
Goes over the falls in this inflatable ball.
She somehow survives and washes on the shores of Canada.
You can survive the fall. People made that over all the time in barrels.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people died, too.
Oh, yeah, tons of them died. But more than one made it.
Yeah.
Like, it was a thing.
A few, yeah.
One of them did it with a cat.
Really?
Yeah, a cat and them in a barrel.
What the hell?
Can you imagine how mad that cat is?
Jesus Christ. How much did it be the barrel with that cat? I think that cat was thrilled. My God. So Lisa ends up in a hospital bed. Nothing wrong with her, but they just got to check her out,
In Canada.
In Canada.
On the washes up on the Canadian side.
Yeah, a big strapping Mountie saves her. She's lying there. The whole family's there, and like she's fine, but she just kind of starts like apologizing. Oh, I'm sorry about all the fuss that we caused, and she starts bitching about because like, oh, this isn't going to cost anything. And Homer's like, what do you mean? Like, Homer's like, I'm so sorry, I will take out a third mortgage.
Yeah.
like, no, Mr. Simpson, it's Canada. The healthcare is free, and that's when Lisa starts railing about America and this and that, and it's like I don't feel safe there. And Bart's like, how could you feel safe? It's America, Like,
yeah.
And the Mountie, kind of a jump to conclusions type things, like, well, sounds to me like you don't feel safe in your country, so we're gonna have to grant you political asylum.
Yep.
Which is a good concept for an episode of how to get trapped in Canada.
That doctor, by the way, that tells Homer about free healthcare in Canada, also voiced by Awkwafina. They must have just had her for a day.
Yeah.
So they just shotgunned a few of these.
It's like, oh, you're from Vancouver? We got something for you. Stick around.
She's somebody out of I've never seen. The only thing I've seen her in is Shang-Chi, the Marvel movie.
Oh, I didn't even know she's in that.
Yeah, I didn't until I went and saw it. But like, I've never seen any. I never saw her show. I never saw anything with her in it.
Was she in Crazy Rich Asians?
No,
I think she may have been. I think she starred in like a kind of low budget but critically acclaimed kind of indie comedy movie too.
Okay,
yeah.
She's great in Shang-Chi. I was
really?
like, oh, have I been missing out on Awkwafina?
Did I fuck up? I'm apologizing.
Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole, Awkwafina?
I also like how when the Mountie is like first finds Lisa and is like, oh, are you okay? She's like, I think I'm okay. He's like, oh, well, that sounds pretty serious. And just like calls it in, and 3 ambulances and a rescue chopper
And a
show
chopper
up.
with like gurney hanging from the chopper.
I thought that was a good joke.
So the Mountie says Lisa has to stay, which Lisa has no qualms about, but Marge, of course, vows to get Lisa back. Homer brings the kids back. He's kind of got to be the dad while Marge kind of concocts a plan how to save Lisa.
Yeah, Homer sits most of this one out.
Yeah. Because Lisa eventually stays with like a foster family.
Yeah, gets a foster family.
Yeah, and
Canadian foster family.
And loves all the things about Canada.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the good history books and all this and that. And just this is Lisa's home. But Marge, relentless, is going to get Lisa. Eventually is just walking down a bridge looking for plates that she can. And she sees a Springfield, which Springfield apparently has its own license plates.
Is its own state?
Yep. Question mark.
Is Springfield the name of this town and the state?
Yeah. Well, a lot of questions with Springfield.
Yeah.
And she sees squeaky voiced teen in the passenger door. Like, hey, let me in your trunk. And it's like, well, what are you doing? Oh, we're going up there to get drunk, which I'm sure that is. And then like every car around them is like, yes, we know.
We know. Yeah.
That's why kids come up here. So Marge climbs in the trunk, which they're cool enough to do. The Mounties are like, what's this blue shit hanging out of the back of your car? It's a car tail. It's a new American fad. We'll get it in 6 months.
Yeah, it's funny. That's a good joke.
So Marge is back on foreign soil. She's going to do what she can do to get Lisa out. She finds Lisa. I'm not even sure how, but maybe it's not even explained. Maybe she just goes to the house.
Yeah, she ends up at that foster house.
Yep. With like, bring us your Alec Baldwins, your Lena Dunhams, your Huddled Masses or something like that. And she finds Lisa, but Lisa doesn't want to go back because so far everything in Canada makes her think it's a liberal paradise. But Marge puts her foot down, which Marge isn't good at, but here she really stands firm.
Yeah.
Like, you're coming home with me. And while they're waiting for their ride, Lisa's Canadian teacher's like kind of as a solid, like, hey, I'm gonna let you know a few things about Canada.
Yeah.
Like we have tar sands, we have strip mining.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're not nice to all of our people. Like, we're mean to the Quebec people and the Newfies.
Yep.
And they dunk on people from Newfoundland.
Yeah. which I assume is real.
And we get a thing with their Ralphie with his slightly different haircut, and he's singing that silly ass song
about being an islander,
yep,
like the Newfoundland song.
That has to be a thing. They wouldn't just make that up, which is great. And I recently did some online business. That makes it sound shady.
Yes,
for my day job, it was. But the guy on the Zoom meeting was from Newfoundland. You know what their time is? They're 1.5 hours ahead of us. What a weird thing.
Fuck that.
That's their time zone. He's like, yeah, man, it's a mess. I don't know why. I wonder if they've thought about changing it.
So are they then half an hour ahead of Eastern
time, yep.
U.S. time?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
What a thing.
Why would you do that?
I'm sure there's like a nautical or some like thing out of our realm is the reasoning for that. But what a pain in the dick. So because the rest of Canada, pretty sure that runs on normal, our main 4.
I think so too.
But yeah, they're either a half hour or even an hour and a half ahead of Eastern time. I can't remember which it was, but he's like, yeah, man, it's a whole thing.
That's a mess.
Yep.
That's Newfoundland. Isn't Newfoundland where the Vikings landed?
Yeah, I think so. And like the Maritimes, it's like them and Prince Edward Island. There's a whole bunch of shit going on over there.
Yeah.
There's a whole. It's a potpourri of provinces.
The Vikings showed up in the Northeast.
Yeah, horsed around for a bit and left.
Horsed around is what the Vikings did. Sure.
It was kind of like just starting a new Sim City game, but not having the wherewithal to finish it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I should have terraformed this. There's too many hills and trees.
Oh, I went down the wrong tech tree. Oh, man.
They always bust your balls for editing it all, making it flat, but kind of wish I would have.
Oh, don't go for a conquest victory, they said. Go for a diplomatic. It's more fun.
So Lisa and Marge get a ride to the U.S. consulate, but they are informed that due to changes in immigration laws, they're no longer allowed back into America. Which that's the hard cut at the commercial.
Yeah,
it's like you have to have a stamp. How do you get the stamp? There is no stamp. So Lisa is pretty psyched to still be there, but Marge is not. So then it becomes them like talking to Homer and Bart on Skype, trying to figure out a way back. They're living like fucking gutter people,
but have like a narrow lane of keep this clean because mom can see this part of the room on
we
Skype.
Keep it from mid-abdomen up.
I have a friend who did the exact same thing during COVID, except what she did was she cleaned all the parts of the room and then had this narrow strip of garbage behind her chair.
Unbelievable.
So that the camera couldn't see it. The rest of the room looks flawless. But if you were to hold the laptop above her head and look behind her, that's where all the shit is.
Ankle deep in apple cores.
It's so fucking funny. The amount of work some people put in to not clean or do whatever.
Doesn't add up. But you know what? I'm not going to tell you how to live your life.
We've heard your piss bag story earlier.
I've been piss bagging it. Who am I? I'm a traveling piss bagsman, so I got to welcome all my weary road travelers that have vacated themselves into a fucking quick trip bag.
I think that's a pretty short list. I think that's a small group you have.
Small group of troubled loners.
Car piss baggers. We got there. I was over here just fucking grinding. Just like, it's in there. Where is it?
You do the mic and drill long enough, eventually you get good at layups. They come to you like that. But eventually, I don't even know if there's like an epiphany moment, but Lisa decides she wants to go back.
Yeah, Marge sends her to like, go think about America. So she goes and sits on the wall and
sees
looks at
those
Detroit.
Greats. Yeah.
Judy Blume, who voices herself.
Which is a nice pull. Yeah.
I didn't even know she was alive.
Yeah.
Who else does she see? Abe Lincoln. And then who's the one who...
Satchmo. Yeah, Louis Armstrong really wows her.
Yeah, he's the one who really pushes her over.
Yeah. So they decide to, we're going to do this. And they somehow line up to kind of get sneaked across via snowmobile.
By Quebec coyotes.
Yeah.
Like, get them across the border. And they're Quebecians? Quebecans?
Quebecies. I don't know what
the
proper parlance is.
They're from Quebec.
So
I like that they make the joke. They say like, okay, we're here to take you across the border or whatever, and then they say it in French, and then they're like, and we would save so much time if we didn't have to say this in French also, because Quebec is that part of Canada that still speaks French for no reason.
They're very into it.
Yeah,
more into it than France is.
Yeah.
They're sneaking across, and then the ice starts cracking up, and they fucking bail on them. It's like, what are you going to leave us out here? It's like, hey, not all, this goes to show not all Canadians are nice.
Right,
It's like, good for them.
Like, we got jerks too.
Yeah. And they're on this broken, brittle ice. All looks lost, but then a giant pickup truck pulls up, and by God, it's Bart and Homer. And that pickup truck promptly goes through the ice.
Unbelievable.
It's like, why'd you have to get one so big? And Homer's like taken aback, like, how dare you say something like that?
Yeah, he goes, well, it's the smallest one Detroit makes. Because we're in Detroit at the border.
And so then they're like, what do we do? It's like, oh, there's like lights in the distance. That's the one place that they can't say no. They'll take anyone, and it's Detroit.
Yeah.
So they frozen and cold, but by God, they're back home. They end up crawling into Detroit. I think it's just the ice. The river goes right up to the banks. There's like a welcome to Detroit sign, which I doubt that's how it works.
Probably not.
I've never seen the beaches of Detroit.
Never been to Detroit, but
no one spring breaks on those beaches. But they get back, and it's kind of pretty quick to just all's well that ends well.
Yeah.
Lisa's back. Warts and all, she's okay to be back in Springfield.
She does a running through the streets, like, I missed you, American thing. I missed you, ridiculous American thing.
Krusty Burger something.
Yeah. My very favorite was, I missed you, mixed martial arts mega church.
Yeah. That was good. Jesus. The insane thing is that's probably not that far back.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh, Jesus, think of that, yeah. like fucking, what was the church service like? When does the martial arts, they probably got to kick off with a little razzle dazzle to get you down for like everything else, and then they got to end with a pop.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Someone dressing up like Jesus or something like that coming out at
but
the
in
end.
The middle, I'm sure like priests are shadow boxing while they're pontificating.
God damn it. I'm intrigued.
You would go to one service at the Mixed Martial Arts Mega Church.
I went to church yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah, checked it. I've been in church probably since last Christmas.
Attaboy.
How
was it?
Old man Grump here. I don't like big fancy new churches. We're like, there's like fucking overhead projectors and fucking pastors under the age of 40 and everyone's smiling. It's like well lit. I don't like any of this. Like, there was one thing that caught me by surprise, but I should not be surprised. Not one old man in a tux, in a suit, not a tux. But when I was a kid, elderly men were still old enough. They wore a suit to church.
Yeah.
Because that was the one day a week you cleaned up.
Yep.
Talk about something that's dying.
That was largely out by the time I was done with church in high school. That was like you'd get like maybe a tie, but never like a full-on suit.
Oh, no shit. Okay, yeah.
Where I come from, dressing up is like jeans and a button-down shirt.
Yeah.
Tucked in.
The grandpa generation was the one that was different for us.
Okay.
They'd still go hard.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah. But, those guys are 100 now. Because they were 75 when I was a kid, you know? Like, they're dead now.
Oh, yeah. Big time. I haven't been in a church that wasn't wedding or funeral related. Oof. In a long time.
No shit.
And never been in, like, a new church.
Well, we're going to get you right.
Why?
Holy Ghost power. I'm going to lay hands on you.
That sounds terrible.
May I lie hands on you?
That sounds like a threat. No, you may not.
fudge. And the videos I watch, that always works. How to convert volume 1.
Oh, God. Go to a grocery store and ask to lay hands on someone.
Hello, sir. May I lay hands on you? Stabbed in the eye with a cocktail wiener skewer.
That was a fun episode. I like that one.
Yeah. Not a banger yet, but not a dud in the whole bunch.
I like that the elementary school is Alanis Morissette Elementary.
Yeah, that was a nice touch.
That's fun. I like that they have a room dedicated to where any child can just go and Skype with Prime Minister Trudeau anytime they want.
And him crawling on his hands, that must be a news story that I missed.
I don't know if that specifically is a thing, but like Trump calling him weak was a thing. Yeah. And so I just took it as like, I'm not weak. Look what I can do. Yeah. I love that he scurries away as soon as Lisa brings up that scandal. Like, oh, by the way, I had one quick question. And he scurries out the window.
Like a shellfish.
Yep.
Yeah. Like that takes some upper body strength.
Yeah.
He's going city blocks.
I think my favorite joke of the whole episode was, Lisa, when she wakes up in the hospital and the Mountie explains that we're going to hang on to you for political asylum, he's like, yeah, everyone gets their own foster family and their own NHL team. And Lisa's crossing her fingers going, and she's kind of drugged up because they got her in the hospital. She's like, please not Ottawa, please not Ottawa, please not Ottawa.
And he's like kind of sad, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. And he puts that Ottawa Senator's hat on her.
Now, that's a deep cut, too. I'm so out of the loop, I wouldn't have thought that was a bad thing. At one time, Ottawa had a nice run, not winning championships, but always in the playoffs.
I think Ottawa's a totally acceptable hockey team. I don't think they're
It's probably
bad.
just insert team to dunk on here, kind of.
I bet it's like one of the least popular ones. They're not the fucking Leafs, you know?
Yeah, because I think at one time, before NHL changed their financial stuff, like it made it more easier for small market teams, they might have been one of the teams everyone's like, are they going to make it? You know, are they a big enough market? Like Quebec City used to have a team, the Nordiques, but they couldn't make it. They became...
Edmonton used to have a team.
Yep, still do. Oh, yeah. They got the Oilers still.
Oh, I'm thinking of baseball.
Oh, yeah. Montreal. The Expos.
That's who I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Hey, if you replace most of the things I said in that initial sentence, I'm right.
I'm spot. All of it tracks.
Fucking come at me. Episode 22 is Woohoo Done It. We get I like this long intro of this narrator starting his day. Like he wakes up and has to turn off his 8 humidifiers and takes off the scarf that he sleeps in. And then gets a glass of salt water from the kitchen and drives to work gargling it the whole way.
Through traffic.
Yeah, just so that when he gets there, he has these silky narrator pipes.
Yeah. Is that a voice or is that a person Americans could name? Or
as in the Dateline host or
his
this guy?
Yeah. But yeah, you recognize, that's the Dateline guy, but does anyone know his name?
No idea. It's not the Dateline guy. This is Liev Schreiber. The actor.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Because what I was thinking of is the Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy. He became a celebrity in his own fucking B-level way.
Yeah. And his brother Bruce Buffer also. Bruce Buffer does the UFC.
Yeah. Is that what? Besides UFC, is there another big ticket thing for him, or is it just the? I mean, UFC's a huge.
Yeah, I think he just gets a big UFC paycheck.
UFC's so big, maybe they have exclusivity rights to him.
That could be.
I would think they would. You'd want that.
And then Michael Buffer was the Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy.
He's still at it, you think, if you watch a big boxing match?
Oh, I don't know. I wonder. As a sign of how much fucking money WCW used to have, he did Nitro every week.
Think of how much money they threw at that guy.
Unbelievable.
To have a bunch of disinterested wrestlers older than me fucking pretend to fight.
Yep.
Yeah. Boy, talk about improper asset allocation.
Yeah. They were throwing money around back then. They remember the new character, the Maestro, the like piano playing kind of Beethoven-esque wrestler.
No.
That was a late model WCW
And I watched
entry.
the late model more than anything.
And they suspended a piano and him playing it from the ceiling for his entrance.
Was he anyone of note?
No, I don't think
Never
so.
not one of those. Oh man, I can't believe that guy was the maestro.
Yeah, unless I'm wrong, I don't think he did.
I feel like I would know it
before or after. Yeah,
really. One thing I missed of that era of huge concept shit was their run of trying to make like Mortal Kombat come to life.
Oh hell
like
yeah, like Glacier,
Mortis.
Yep.
Was Wrath maybe one?
I don't know if he was in that part of that, but I could those first two for sure.
Because when I came in, they'd already moved Mortis into Canyon, and he was part of the Ravens flock.
Yep.
But they're still making Glacier come out there to the pretend snow on the blue lasers, and he does a bunch of pretend karate chops and fucking loses to Norman Smiley. Like, what a fucking all that money wasted. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
From what I understand, that guy is a hell of a guy. I don't think anyone's ever said a bad word about Glacier.
He's one of those guys that, like, he's so nice he doesn't make for a good YouTube interview because he's not going to spill the tea.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
everyone's great. Oh,
Yep.
maybe we didn't see to eye, but I'm sure he has it. So it's like, Jesus, Glacier, you running for city council? You can talk shit about Scott Steiner.
Yeah, say anything about Scott Steiner. I don't think anyone's
He's
going to
not
care.
here.
So this is the Dateline Springfield episode. It's one of those ones that's going to be hard to talk about because so much of it is like sight gags and like, oh, this is what they do on this kind of documentary. Yeah. And didn't we do something like this not horribly long ago?
Yeah, but what was it based on? Was it, you know what I mean? Like what framework were they using from another show? Like they're doing the Dateline. They didn't do a Making the Murderer type thing, I don't think.
That
doesn't seem right.
Right.
That does,
like they did the Behind the Music forever ago.
Yeah, it's something like that, but what was it?
Yeah.
But you're right, though. Within the last 5 seasons.
Yes, they did something that's at least in the same folder as this.
And you're right. It's tough to talk about because it's a lot of like, we're going to pan back from a picture of the Simpsons as a normal family. Then it'll cut to a negative when we say what awful thing they did.
Yeah, photo negative of this one member while we examine whether or not they were the culprit.
Yeah.
You know, all going on with this guy's narration.
Yeah.
Again, Lee F. Schreiber. I think the only thing I know him from is Blade Trinity. He's Dracula in Blade Trinity.
Isn't he? Didn't he do that Ray Donovan show on Showtime?
Maybe. I don't know.
Lee Schreiber, he's also in the Goon movies, like this the hockey movie with, I shouldn't say Stifler because he has a real
Sean
name.
William Scott.
He's a real man. He's the old Goon, like the old enforcer.
I can see that.
He's also in the first, I think what he probably first got brought into Americans' eyes or worldwide was he has a small but kind of vital role in the first Scream. He is the mom's boyfriend that I think they pin the murders on.
Okay.
So he's not on camera much because the main girl, who's the star of Scream? Liv Campbell? No.
Nev Campbell.
Nev Campbell. There you go. Nev Campbell assumes that this maniac murdered her mother, but no. It was all, I don't want, Jesus, spoiler alert. You've had
For a movie
28,
from 1996.
You've had 28 years to watch Scream. It was the boyfriend.
It was Shaggy.
It was Skeet Ulrich and Shaggy.
Yep.
Matthew Lillard?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
SLC Punk.
Yeah. And it's kind of went on to do a handful of like more mature, like dramatic roles later in life. He was in that The Descendants movie with George Clooney, and he's pretty good in it. And it's weird seeing him not, I mean, he isn't shaped like fucking Danny DeVito, but he isn't 6'3", 130 pounds.
He's a weird looking dude.
He's just a man that's filled in. It's like, oh, that he had to grow up like the rest of us, you know? Like
he's Diesel DJ Qualls.
Yeah. Yeah, he's DJ Qualls for the more discerning audience.
Yeah. He's the banquet beer of DJ Qualls.
Last thing DJ Qualls poked his head in on.
I bet the last thing I saw him in was that Jim Jeffries sitcom on FX, which was very good.
Yep, I forgot he was in that. You're right. Yeah.
Lee F. Schreiber, I really like him in Blade Trinity. Blade Trinity as a whole, not wonderful. It's fine.
I enjoy it. It's
fine.
fun.
It's
dumb,
totally fine.
Yeah, weakest of the three, but still fun.
Agreed. Yep. I just like that concept of he's Dracula, the original vampire, and then they have him like, there's that scene where he's walking down the street and goes in that convenience store and is like offended at what vampires are now. He sees a box of Count Chocula and is mad and kind of sad. Like, well, this is what we are now?
People used to cower in terror,
right.
you know, like, but now we're a joke.
Now we're toys?
I forgot about that whole aspect of them bringing back Dracula was their big goal.
Yeah. I like that movie.
That second one's good.
Second one's my favorite one.
Yeah. That's such a good concept too, how they like try to create this new vampire, but it ends up that those new vampires only feed on other vampires.
Right, murder regular vampires.
Such a good idea.
Yeah.
And what was the reason why didn't Blade just go LOL, have fun? Is it because, well, when they're done with us, where do you think they go next?
I think it was partially that, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they get a hold of Whisperer. Whistler, not Whisper. Whisper's a stripper name. Whistler is Chris Christopherson's character.
Or a fart nickname, getting back to that.
So we're
Dusty Whisper. Holy shit, I don't want to hear a stripper announces Dusty Whisper.
Dusty Whisper.
Just stands on stage and tries to whistle with a mouthful of crackers. Who's into this? Bunch of well-dressed men in suits losing their minds, throwing $100 bills. I'm so jaded by everything else. This is what I need.
One creep in the corner in gray sweatpants taking out another mortgage.
Just fucking violently pounding on his phone. Lending Tree, don't fail me now. Just sweating. Just pointing at his phone, holding it in the air. Baby doll.
Dusty.
Holy shit, watching a stripper go on stage with a bag of saltines, shooting a sleeve. On skinny bop bop. All night and day. God damn it, fucking whistling with crackers would be hard.
Oh my God.
Two hands together make a beautiful sound for Dusty Whispers.
Oh boy. So this is a Dateline episode.
It sure is. We still talking about the Simpsons?
Yeah, I guess. The big crime is that a secret stash of $600 and some has gone missing from under the sink in the Simpson household. That was Lisa's secret college fund. Only Lisa and Marge knew about it.
And they made the great choice of making the joke that would have paid for 3 weeks of college with no meal plan.
With no meal plan, yeah. It's kept in like a hollowed out like Ajax container, you know, the cylinder.
Yeah.
I've never once used a powdered cleaning product. Are those a thing of the past? I know they still make them, but does anyone use them?
I've had jobs where you do, like cleaning the back area of whatever, insert business here.
Sure.
There's one thing about it, that shit's toxic, but it gets the job done. The powders are when you're through fucking around, and that ain't where the customers go.
Okay.
Like, this is where we clean this or we get our meat license taken away. So we got to break out the heavy guns.
Like I have trouble getting the floor of my shower back to its original white. If I got some powder, some Ajax, or some bartender's best friend and sprinkled in there.
I would think so, but you know what I use? I've been doing this lately because my shower was getting a little mildewy and that dark shit that
like slight orange tint that, like, you know.
In my shower caddy, I keep one magic eraser. And when I got my hair all shampooed up, That's when I go down and I zippity-doo. Got to let that soak in for a while. Get the fucking nutrients. Magic erasers. I'm sure that shit's going to turn out to be something that we shouldn't be breathing in. It doesn't make sense how fucking good they are for just what looks like a piece of foam.
Yeah.
Because you can fucking take the paint off your car with that thing.
Like I've tried. I've given the magic eraser the college try, and it doesn't.
Oh, no shit.
Because this is a problem of my own making by not cleaning the bottom of the bathtub more regularly. It's been a while.
Yeah, like the Stain song.
And and no amount of Formula 409 and scrubbing pads can get the floor of the bathtub back to its pristine white.
Man, you might be in toxic powder land.
Okay,
it's Butthole Surfer single. or where Robert Downey Jr. spent the 90s. Topical.
Yes, very topical.
He had a problem. He overcame it.
He did. Now he's Iron Man. Yeah. So we do a fun reenactment. I like that they get the vibe right of the reenactments of like trying to be dramatic but are just bad. Mm-hmm. That's the way these always are. My keystone of cultural relevance to that is the emergency 911 reenactments. Remember that show where they would just air fucking 911 calls and act them out?
What a
show. Yep. How was that a real show?
What's his name? Played Captain Kirk. Shatner was the
host, yeah.
And I am pretty sure that show was like top 5 in the ratings back when network TV was king.
Yeah.
But it seemed like it was off the air. Like that show didn't have a long run, which I bet it was cheap as shit to produce. I wonder if they fucked up and got in some legal trouble and maybe aired something that wasn't a done court case or something.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
You know, if you weren't on top of your shit legally, you could fuck up.
Yeah.
On that. I bet cops knew that because cops was on the air for 20 odd years. They knew we can't air this until this court case is done.
Right.
You know, like fucking that's a show. You and I both. Fox was never, Cops was never part of my childhood, just like Simpsons, because I didn't have it. But like going over to a person's house and Cops was on, I was like, it just see like, look at this. Just the cops. Let's fucking do this. Ain't acting. These are real cops fucking throwing a real guy off a bridge. This is how you live when you live in town. Yeah. You get to watch the cool shit.
Yeah, looking back, I don't know. The cops should have been a show.
They're just starting that house on fire. Look at them.
So they do a reenactment of Marge and Homer, or Marge and Lisa getting home and going to stash the money, but the money is gone. They reenact. They're like, well, how did Santa's little helper not bark at anybody? And Wiggum has the black light out and seeing like, oh, somebody was rubbing his belly, and they do a reenactment where he makes Lou rub Wiggum's belly, and he's just loving it, of course. Also, I know it's been this way for a while now, but we are really drawing Chief Wiggum spherical.
Yep,
he is perfectly round,
nearly as wide as he is tall.
Yeah,
he's a level of rotund that they would, even in a town like Springfield, they'd think about taking your police license away.
Yes.
Like, he would get sent home on retirement leave.
The cops get some tips on the call-in line. One of them, I think, is it Milhouse who calls in and is like, well, Nelson showed up with brand new hair. He's got this.
Those pictures of him with that hair is so good.
And Milhouse says there's no way he could afford brand new hair. He eats cereal with rainwater.
His family doesn't have money for milk. They eat a cereal with rainwater. Holy shit! Did I laugh at that?
Oh my god. One of the calls is obviously Mrs. Lovejoy, and she thinks it's Marge because Marge has that gambling habit.
I forgot about that.
Yep. Yeah. I like that we come back to it though.
Yeah.
But we get, maybe Marge did. We kind of take out the family one by one. Maybe Marge did it to pay her gambling habit. But then we see like footage from the casino of her walking right up to the slot machine but turning away. You know.
And fucking, then we see fucking Mrs. Lovejoy just sad with a cigarette in her hand, playing a Sicario-themed fucking slot machine. And it was like Sicario's sequel, like Day of the Sonando or whatever the sequel.
I don't know what that is.
Sicario is this fucking brutally, don't turn the camera away, fucking hold no punches view of the fucking border drug war. Fucking, I mean, it's a good movie, but it's bleak.
Fictional or documentary?
Fictional.
Okay.
But I mean, it's like, it was a very good movie. Like, oh God, I'm trying to think. Benicio del Toro, Emily Blunt is in it. Like,
okay.
It's worth watching, but man,
I like those people.
Not a date movie. tell you what, if you don't know, the drug war, not fun.
What?
Fucking Juarez, not a fun town.
Are you saying they portrayed a little grittier than they did in Fast 4?
Yeah. Perhaps, yeah. Not as much high-fiving in this
one. So, and again, all of this is done through the filter of Dateline. So you're constantly getting the narrator. You're constantly getting like a slow pan across a family portrait. Like, just keep in mind that all of this is happening. But that's a hard thing to convey in a recap. So
a slow pan across Homer's big mug.
Yeah. Homer is the one we turn to now of, maybe he did it because he's got a huge bar tab down at Moe's, which Lenny tells straight to the camera. And then briefly before we go to commercial, they're like, before we go to commercial, we touch on quick, like, maybe Mr. Burns, because we have to leave you with a cliffhanger before the commercial. And Burns is just like, why would I take $600 and throws $600 into his fireplace and then has Smithers bring me more. Bring him more money. And he just throws a couple stacks of cash into the fireplace.
But then when he thinks the cameras are off, he starts pulling it out.
Yeah, pulling out, blowing on it, trying to save it. Homer is proven innocent because we know that he wasn't, at the house or whatever. He's
on the phone, too.
Because he accidentally butt-dialed Disco Stu, who we haven't seen in forever. And not just he didn't butt dial from contacts. He butt dialed all 10 numbers of the phone number, which I thought was funny. Yeah. And left like a 6-hour voicemail to Disco Stu. And what Homer is doing the whole time is cleaning up the leftovers that he made such a fucking mess of the kitchen with. He microwaved leftover spaghetti. And it, of course, got everywhere and then licked it all up.
That's so fucking sick.
Oh. You know what it would take to have to lick something off your kitchen floor?
And not just like, you took a lap because you were dared to by Buddy, to clean it with your tongue to the point it looks clean.
No thanks.
That is so fucking sick.
That's disgusting.
Ugh.
I wouldn't do that with my counter. And my house is clean.
Yeah. I remember seeing, I think it was the Go-Go's behind the music when they were a young band. They would dare each other to do gnarly shit. And one of them was in fucking rest stop bathrooms, take a straw and just snort a line of all the mildew that builds up between the wall and the floor in a public restroom. That's fucking
Jesus.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
The Go-Go's of all bands were doing this.
Vacation. Fucking snorting a pile of pubes and dandruff.
Got to get some powder cleaner in there.
Right? Yeah.
So Homer is exonerated of this. Next, we're going to examine Bart. Milhouse says that Bart stole it to buy some slime. And Milhouse already said that it was Nelson. Yeah. So I don't know that Milhouse can be trusted.
Turning on everyone.
And Bart kind of did. He stole it to buy slime because slime was the hot shit that all the kids wanted to get into. So if I'm following this right, he stole the money in order to buy the ingredients for slime. Him and the delinquents made it. We get a great Breaking Bad sequence. Yeah. It's from when they are cooking in tented houses, like pest control houses. Yeah. Because they show them watching TV while they're waiting for it to cook. Yeah. And then Bart is kind of the, what's the guy's name? Guy who owns the chicken restaurant in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
The fuck is that character's name?
Giancarlo's his real name, like the Esposito.
Yes.
That doesn't help us here, but if you'd like to Google him.
But yeah, Bart comes in like as that guy and is like, okay, we got all this slime. And then he sold it all right away because he saw a slime market crash coming.
He Warren Buffetted the slime crash of 2020.
Yep, sold it all to comic book guy. And then put the money back and filmed himself with a selfie stick doing it because he knew that nobody would believe him. Very complicated Bart branch of this story.
I liked when they poked their head into the android's dungeon. There's Tupperware containers full of slime that have been drastically marked down in price.
Yeah, it's like slime $10 and crossed out, $5 crossed out.
If you're not going to buy slime, please leave.
The comic book guy doesn't even look up from his comic. He's just like, I have not agreed to be in your documentary. Please leave. So it's not Bart. And then we're like, well, maybe Lisa. Lisa wanted a new saxophone. And as far as I know, this is the first time we've been inside King Toot's music store, isn't it?
Perhaps, yeah. We've seen him outside in the back alley.
In the dumpster.
When him and Mo get into it.
Yeah. And like, I think Homer has like gone there to get a reed to take to Lisa in an early episode, and he fucks that up somehow. But I don't know that we've ever seen the inside of King Toot's music store.
Yeah,
King Toot's still maybe my favorite pun store name in all of The Simpsons. They interview the guy. They interview King Toot
himself.
Yeah, whatever his real name is.
Will Forte, the voice.
Yeah, that's Will Forte. Pretty easily noticeable. Will Forte is one of those people, I don't really care for much of his work, but for whatever reason can identify his voice immediately.
Yeah, you can tell him coming from a mile away.
Outside of MacGruber's a great film that I love. But outside of that, not much of a Forte guy. I like the security footage of Lisa like playing this new sax for like 5 fucking hours.
Boring King Toots to tears.
Yeah, he reads through all of Infinite Jest before finally being like, you got to get out of here. Give me the saxophone back. And Marge knows that Lisa didn't do this because Lisa has an alibi, and Lisa keeps trying to stop her from saying what the alibi is. Yeah. But Lisa, she didn't steal the money because at that time she was at her hopscotch tutor.
So ridiculous.
Lisa is so bad at hopscotch that she has a tutor.
They've had to get professional help involved.
I love that Lisa hates it. Like, who made this game?
Yeah. It seems dumb to me too, Lisa.
And that such like a smart, talented kid can't figure out hopscotch. Very funny. Marge at this point has had it with the documentary crew. They throw him out because, like, God damn it, we told you none of us did it, but that's all you did was come in here and investigate us. And they throw him out. Family gets into a big bickering match because they all blame each other for who did this. And then Homer and Marge are sitting on the couch. Oh, glad that's over. And they don't have any coasters around, and Marge pulls out like some kind of silicone rubbery snap-on coasters for the bottom of the wine glass. Turns out Marge stole the money because she has 1,000 of these because she wanted to start her own business selling silicone snap-on coasters.
Which, not the worst business idea.
Sure, totally.
I think that could work.
And she's all guilt-ridden, of course, and her reasoning being like, Homer, every day's a goddamn adventure for you. Yeah. Like, I needed something in order to, like, not lose my mind. I needed something of my own. And Homer has already called for the kids to come in here so he can rub her fucking nose in it. And then he has a change of heart, and he covers for her. So the kids don't find out that she's the one that stole all the money. And then we go back to the voiceover booth of the narrator being like, I can't believe we didn't solve that one. What the hell is this? Like, people want an ending to these. Like
they want to know who to blame.
Yeah, which is true. Like all of these have an ending to them. These Dateline kind of making a murderer shows. So he's pissed that it's left unsolved. Freaks out and blows one of his vocal cords out.
One. I like that.
Yep, and knows it right away. Like, no, I've blown my right vocal cord. And then they replace it with a sheep's vocal cord. And then that's the end of the episode.
When they were having that kind of family bickering match before they figured out that it was Marge, fucking Grandpa, who's been here for like the last end of this, they're like talking about this and that and about something about he was a bad dad, and fucking Grandpa drops the line, "It was a race out the door and your mother won."
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's a tough one.
That's a hell of a thing to say to your only kid.
Yeah.
That they both wanted to leave him.
The only reason you have me to blame is because I wasn't quick enough on the draw.
Jesus Christ.
Woo.
That fucking aim going for the fucking kill shot.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Another thing I enjoyed, I don't know if I'm sure it's happened before, we've seen it before, and I've never noticed. Willie, we get a brief thing of Willie working. He's driving his tractor. Willie's tractor brand is Willie.
Oh, yeah, Willie's. It says right on the side of his tractor.
I've never noticed that before.
Really?
Yeah, I get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
I wonder if, because Willie's was a company at one point, like, I wonder if they were in the tractor game. Probably
no idea.
Were. They made Jeeps. Why don't they make a fucking tractor?
Well, that comes from John Willies, who's one of the inventors of the Jeep.
Yep. I think up until the fucking 60s, if you bought a Jeep, it was a Willie's Jeep.
Yeah.
Fucking, I had a fucking buddy that was his dad's. He's like, that was his car when he was in high school. An OG Willie's, what we consider a Wrangler, 45-50 top end speed on those.
Oh boy,
you don't want to be the one to volunteer to drive to a fucking George Thorogood concert. No heater. Holy fuck! Setting your cruise at 45 on the interstate would be insane.
I like that you insinuated it has cruise in it.
But I mean, just like to feel what that would be.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't feel like it because unlike your car, that thing's almost blowing up at 45.
That thing's pegged out. Yeah,
it's just screaming at you. That's the thing with modern cars. They've gotten so good now. Like, when I was a kid, talking fucking grandpa here, but when I was like a teen, like a lot of me and my friends' first cars, you could top them out easy. 80, 85 was like, I'm just like, I had a buddy of mine that had a Dodge. What was Dodge's not full-size pickup called? Dakota, yeah. He had a fucking regular cab, fucking two-wheel drive Dakota. That thing doing 80, it felt like the lug nuts were going to shoot off. Like, it was hurting it. Like, probably just had a little shitty six-cylinder in it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, thing that a Dodge six-cylinder now has more power than a fucking Jaguar V12 in 1991.
Yeah.
So hats off to the automotive industry is what I'm saying.
Now Willie's is an addition. They every year, like, these fucking Wranglers are that way. Like, if you go look for like a Jeep Wrangler, there's 14 additions, and one of them is always the Willie's.
Oh, really?
The one I crashed was a fucking Willie's.
Has wonder what's the look that makes it any different? Is there some kind of decal on it or something?
It has on the hood, instead of Wrangler, it says Willie's on the side of the hood, and then. I don't know if they change it every year, but mine was a 2021, and that was black rims, black, no chrome. It was the blacked out edition.
Okay.
So no chrome trim, black everything.
Now, when I was first driver's age, so like late 90s, if you were looking in like an auto trader or something that sells used vehicles, you could still find an Army surplus Willie's Jeep, like a little 4-wheel drive Wrangler thing, for fucking $3,000. You know,
yeah, because they only go 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but now there's so few of them. They're collectible as shit. You know, But I bet if you're a guy that has a big chunk of land somewhere, instead of a side by side, an old school Willie's Jeep would be pretty fucking cool.
Fence fixing rig.
Go through anything. Has 6 moving parts. You can fix it yourself. I bet if you pop the hood of a Willie's Jeep, it's alarming how easy it's like. You could point and name everything. You know? Yeah, but they got power. They can't have power steering. They can't have power brakes.
Oh, I'm sure not.
What is left under the hood? Simplicity.
Yeah.
You can fucking put a goddamn picnic fucking basket underneath the hood of a Willys Jeep, and it's room for days. It'll heat it up for you. Who wants paninis?
Ooh, paninis. I think panini's overrated. I'll say it.
I'm kind of with you.
It's fine.
I wish we could have a hot crossfire debate on paninis right now, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
Totally fine.
I'm never fucking psyched.
Yeah.
Oh shit, they got paninis or any kind of grilled Sammy.
Ooh,
like
a striped sandwich.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. No.
I'm not against a hot sandwich. I love a fucking Cuban. Don't get me wrong. But a Cuban and a panini are different things.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm never like, oh man, change my mind. This is what I'm getting is I'm never fucking blowing my fucking load over a panini.
Thank God.
You want that visual? Ugh. Oh, my pants. They should have a warning.
I need a second grocery bag.
I got to bring more than one. That's
oh boy.
Is this grocery bag for your front make? Yes, but the sexy front make. Why got so many front makes? You don't want to know where I keep the back make.
Oh no.
You need to talk to someone, man. Why's all this always happening when you're driving?
Exclusively happens when I'm driving.
Shitting in a grocery bag in a fucking in a parking garage. That's a cutout fifth verse from fucking Hotel California. Boy, that's where the grace of God go on. Because I've been in enough fucking capers in my life that it could have ended with me shitting in a quick trip bag. But knock on fucking polyester. Fucking
oh boy.
Yeah. That piss sack. I wonder if it ever burst. Or both of us like, look at that. You clearly just ran it over. There's not even punctured, not even leaking. Hats off to Quick Trip. Okay, they make a stout grocery bag.
As somebody who owns a cat and has to clean a litter box pretty periodically, you grow to appreciate a Craftsman plastic bag.
I bet.
You know, like. You get home from grocery shopping, you check all the bags. This one got hole in the bottom.
You don't want that corner leakage.
Yep, you can't be a litter box bag, you know?
Oof, yeah.
So I appreciate your piss bag.
Yep. As someone who has to pick up a dog's dump on occasion, and a dump that a fucking retired shop teacher would be proud to take, a fucking retired offensive lineman would be proud. That dog takes alarmingly large dumps. If I ever grabbed with the bag and there was a hole in that bag and I got the dog poo-poo on my hands, I would just walk into a fucking creek.
just drop the leash.
Yep, just that dog goes my way. I go mine. He lives his life. I go die in the water. I'm envious of that dog's shits. Just fucking
big healthy bear dumps.
14-inch double tapered fucking log. Just like, God, no sputtering, no fucking spitting up a little bit like a colicky baby. Fuck, he just comes right up, blah, like soft serve ice cream. I take a shit like that once a year. And oh my God.
Like a ring sausage.
I've never seen that dog eat one probiotic. That dog eats its own shit sometimes. Eats grass.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there it is. Just fucking put me to shame.
Apparently you got to start getting into some of the kibble.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Keep you regular.
Jesus Christ. That dog shits 2 dumps a day that are twice the size of my one dump. So I don't think there's much nutrients in kibble. I think that's mostly fucking sawdust because it's all coming out the back end.
Oh, my God. Whew. We've had a day.
No, it's been a real scatological episode.
Yeah, real Christmas special.
Yeah. The true meaning of Christmas.
Every once in a while it dawns on me that, today's Christmas. Oh, boy. How'd you spend your Christmas? Talking about piss bags and dog turds on a Simpsons podcast.
Sing that to the tune of incense and peppermints. Piss bags and dog turds.
Oh, God. Your boy treated himself up in that cabinet as a bunch of peppermint pinwheel discs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, your boy bought himself a bag of peppermint pinwheels.
You're preparing for end of days. If that's your indulgence. Get a wheelbarrow of those that fucking... Goddamn fucking, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a store that sells hard candy by the pound. Fleet Farm.
Sure.
Fleet Farm. They'll load you up.
I found myself in a Walgreens, and I was like, oh,
they'd have that.
Peppermint pinwheel discs.
Butterscotch disc tickle your pickle?
Not at all.
No way, huh?
I'm not going to throw it on the ground.
Yeah, but I'm the same with, I thought just maybe you're a hard candy boy.
No, pretty much.
How about Werther's? A higher end butterscotch
That's
disc?
just a butterscotch
disc.
It's
churched up.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a grandpa candy I haven't had in ages, but I don't mind. It's weird. I'm not a big dark chocolate guy. A Reason.
Oh,
chocolate
sure.
Chew? Every once in a while, because you get the real soft chocolate on the outside, but then you get a little something to fucking work with, make you earn it in the middle.
Yep, I'm fine with a Reason. I like those strawberries where the wrapper looks like a strawberry and has a little green twisty top.
You're getting some fucking grandma candy street cred if you're popping them in.
Fucking hey, I don't even know where you'd buy those.
Yeah, talk to an elderly woman. They got a hookup. Like, where would I buy Quaaludes? I would talk to like a 30-something-year-old businessman with a coke problem.
Yep, I don't know that they've made those strawberry candies in 40 years.
Just that fucking tin of hard Christmas candy too. Where do you maybe we just don't see it. You walk by it and your brain doesn't even register it. But old women go for it. Like there was so many boxes of hard candy that were fucking at least 11 years old in my grandma's house. That shit doesn't rot. It just break off a chunk and go have at her.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, candy canes. I almost bought candy canes. But I'm like, let's be real.
You get one.
Just get a bag of peppermint discs.
You can't have them both. You don't want to be you're fucking people thinking you're like fucking going for a White Stripes motif. Like this is his personality.
Because a candy cane will get messy. Like a candy cane will get sticky if you're not careful.
Yeah, that'll ruin the inside of a fucking coat pocket. I've had that happen. That's why I know that. I wish I would have remembered putting that in there.
Fun trick with a candy cane, though.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Fun non-sexual trick with a candy cane, though.
You get it all up in that peckle hole. Jesus Christ. If that's what you were going for, would have been crazy.
What brings you to the ER today? I was sounding with this candy cane.
'Tis the season, am I right, bro? Don't touch me.
You're going to need to pull real hard.
Ho.
Use a candy cane to stir your coffee. Get a little peppermint in there.
That's pretty tasty.
Black coffee, splash of milk, a little swizzle the candy cane in there.
Hanging off a hook out of a cabinet you don't use, so it just sits there and drip dries. Save it for the next time. I wasn't even really joking. That sounds I don't want to lay it on the ground or whatever.
No, you just eat the candy cane.
I'm good for one candy cane a year. I fucking tap out on peppermint kind of quick.
Oh, not me. I bet I've eaten 6 a day of those little fuckers for the last week.
When I finally meet a good therapist from the piss bags, I'm going to see if he handles peppermint cases.
Oh, God. I haven't looked at the nutritional facts. I'm sure it's not good. I'm sure they're just sugar.
Yeah, gotta be just sugar.
Oh, God. I should just go buy peppermint extract.
God damn it. I'm so picturing the guy reading the small print about E85 gas. I mean, you haven't heard about it in the news in a while. Maybe it's better than that fucking piss bag. 1 in a million right on top of their head.
I love that you're still there. That was like close to 2 hours ago.
Just like the steps your brain would take. What the fuck? Did you have a water balloon? And then when it like, this is piss. That was warm. That was fucking warm. That was goddamn piss. Looking up at a 7-story fucking parking complex. Why? Why would they do it? Like, wondering if it's like a you thing, if like you exude victim energy, ends up fucking with your marriage. Maybe you should have married Ricky Turlington. He probably doesn't get piss bagged. What? Is there something you're not telling me?
Oh God! Oh God!
Could you ever love a piss man? What? I knew it. You're gonna have to explain, honey. I'm not on the internet much. The support groups always said. What support groups?
It's a secret you've kept bottled up for months.
Remember last year at the state fair? Guess I'm paying at the pump. Just handle it in stride. That's a healthy guy. He didn't even quit whistling. Fucking, you're whistling fucking Marty Robbins. Splash. You got about 2 seconds. Hey, big city living. Am I right? Ooh, better towel off of these complimentary paper towels.
Don't want to get pissed on. Should have stayed home.
Them's the breaks, am I right? You guys have a good summer.
Hot burning pain in my side. Oh my God!
You guys got it figured out. Oh God!
Oh fuck!
So
we should let these poor people go.
we should. Oh, we're gonna have to have a piss bags for this fucking podcast pretty soon. I think I'm piss number 3 here. That's bubbling up.
Oh boy. Well, I'll let you get to it. We'll do this again next week. Season 30, episode 23, and then on to 31, episodes 1 through 4.
I'll watch them.
Why not? Let's see what season
about.
31's got for us. I like a good cross-season episode. 23 episodes. It was a weird season.
Yeah.
This is a weird one.
I'll have to do some lore when I dig into the research in season 31. If how many seasons have ever approached this number?
Right.
Probably not a whole lot.
See what's going on with 23. It's a weird
big
number.
Boy.
Yeah. Oh, you can find us on the internet. You should enjoy your weekend or whatever you're doing. Try not to piss on anybody.
Or share your stories with us online.
Piss stories.
Email. Yeah, piss tales. I think that's it. Yeah. We'd love to hear them.
Would we?
Yeah. You're the one that has to read these troubling tomes.
You volunteer me for a lot of things. All right.
That's the fucking fucked up subsection of penthouse letters.
Everyone enjoy your week.
Bye, everyone.